roughly how much has this song made you?
I make money every week off this song.
Okay, you've made over $1 million.
Yeah, yeah. The real money in a record is out of publishing.
They asked you to put it in the video.
Wicked, wicked, jungle is massive.
What are you saying in that tune?
You should ask me how much money I made from dubplates.
That style, you called it the hiccup style.
The hiccup style,
Is
yeah.
that what you call it?
Hiccup, slabba-dabba-dab, everybody come catch the hiccup, hiccup.
Which is the bigger tune?
I like the vibe on the Nuttah, but the Incredible's got more lyrics.
Idris Elba collab, how did that happen?
Craig David brought me into the dance, into the party, and I big up Mark Morrison. So anybody who says to me that I didn't make money, I said, look at the back of the song. The tune was the first jungle tune to chart.
So you took jungle to the mainstream?
There was a rumor that I said that I had invented jungle. Top of the Pops, well, this is a moment where I internally smiled for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
This tune get the biggest fight from the industry. It's not in Spotify and all of the new platforms because they don't want people to remember the power of street knowledge. Shaggy was my driver. When I went to the airport, Shaggy picked me up in his BMW, Shaggy. When they formed this committee within the jungle scene to get rid of General Levy,
right.
When they can't control you, they will try to destroy you. Well, big up! The original jungle is massive. The original dancehall jungle is there. General Levy alongside Shizzio. The internet is in trouble. This are the incredible Shizzio. This are the #1 show. Mad the whole of them must spin them like a windmill. A new interview got to them about him got the skill. Dance can't unless we're near Pandeville. From the interview it's like them dreams get for fail. Booyaka, booyaka when the general a pass. Booyaka, booyaka, Shizzio when the dance. Booyaka, booyaka, no take back, no talk. Booyaka, booyaka, booyaka. Yo, incredible.
Summertime vibe, come down to feature. Drink of the smoke, come down for Eva. It's the ill, the bop, the beep. Like a ninja from under you creep, but the beep, the bop, the beep, the bop, the boo. I'm the captain, this is my crew, but the beep, the bop. Doing up Cambridge, doing up Oxford. M-Way, doing up Uxbridge. MC Hammer with the jewels, can't touch this. All the bad beats in the pop.
This bombo clap tune, rude boy.
Okay, we are back, another episode. Love to everybody, as per usual, subscribing and following. Our numbers are climbing. We're doing millions of numbers now on social media. It's a blessing. It's been a bumpy road, but we got there. Persistence is the key, baby. But fuck all of that, bro. Man have now made Everest. Because you know what, yeah, we had amazing legends in the building. But when icons pull up, the caliber changes, you get me?
Levels.
We got a man that needs no introduction needed at all. He is the incredible, the general, yo!
Wicked!
Mr. Levy, sir.
Bless.
What a pleasure.
It's a real pleasure to be here, Shizzio.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Like the setup.
This means a lot.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what? I gotta be so honest, right? Humbly speaking, I'm at a stage where I always know someone that knows someone. And I can pretty much get anyone around the UK in regards to just the conversation. Do you want to come on the show? They might say no, they might say yes, whatever. But at least I can get to that stage. You've been a bit difficult, bro, I can't lie. Man, I've been trying to find you for a couple of years to the point where people say to me, yeah, I know General, but I can't see him.
Nah, well, the thing is with me is that I'm not really interview friendly, you know what I mean? I don't really like doing too many interviews, views,
right?
Because I like to kind of let my music do the talking.
Yeah.
And that kind of over the years with the social media and the platforms and the podcasts, I've had to indulge in the interview. So I've done a few over the years and basically saved the best till last. So that we saved the greatest. Can't rush greatness.
No,
so
I appreciate
you was in the queue, definitely.
The maddest thing is when I spoke to you the other week and you gave me your phone number, it was already stored in my phone book, and I'm like, how have I got this number, bro?
Yeah, man had it subconscious. It's
mad.
It's just the right timing for it to link. When everything aligns and everything's supposed to happen, it's supposed to happen.
Facts. Two things. Number one is, can we please mute your phone? Because I know it's going to keep ringing.
Oh, yes.
The messages are coming in.
Yes.
I know, say you're a businessman.
Yes. Promoters.
Money for make.
Yeah,
and I respect it. Secondly, you've opted for mint tea, bro.
Yes, man.
Is this like a change? Like, is this how man is moving now?
Well, you know what I mean? When you reach this age, you know what I mean? You have to kind of deal with the herbs. I'm a herbalist.
Yeah.
So definitely right now I've had a long day right now, and right now mint tea is I love my mint tea. I ain't gonna lie. Tea, I recommend tea to everybody.
Yeah.
And I mean, whether it's mint tea, whether it's rose tea, or whether it's whichever tea, but tea is good for the system and the body to keep the thing flowing.
I'm trying the ginger and turmeric thing. I don't know
ginger.
I don't know about it, but I can't even. We were talking off camera. You said you remember me from back in the day, which gassed me up, bro.
Right,
You get me?
Shizzio. I had to ask you if you're the original Shizzio that I knew from back in the day from MySpace.
There's only one.
If you remember MySpace, I remember I went on the old MySpace back in the day, and I was going through, you see the profiles, and one thick brother coming, one profile picture, there's pure muscles in the picture. I was like, who is this brother? And there's this pure muscles in the picture. And then brother named Shizzio. And then you were pushing your campaign, you were doing tunes, you were doing music and this kind of stuff. And because remember, MySpace was for musicians, independent musicians.
Correct.
So you were pushing your thing, and you're one of the first that I saw right there pushing your thing. So I had to ask you if you are the original Shizzio from MySpace.
That is amazing.
The legend still.
That you even pay attention, bro.
No, man, I pay attention. We're all music family.
Man, it's on it. Are you well, sir? You good?
Well, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm going to sip my mint tea and get ready for this because we're going to do some talking
Yeah,
today.
we're going to do some talking. We have to. It's only right. We got you here. I need to take it right back, bro. We need to let the people know born and bred where, sir?
I'm born and bred in a place called Harlesden, Northwest 10.
North Weezee.
North Weezee,
Right.
Central Middlesex Hospital, born in the early 70s.
Right.
And I was born, when I grew up in Harlesden, also St. Raffles. I don't know if you know St. Raffles Way.
St. Raff's?
Yeah, St. Raff's.
Yes, because George the Poet's been here. He's spoken about St.
That
Raff's.
area there.
Right.
And also Kensal Green also. And then we moved from that area to Uptown, went to Sudbury later on. So I started off in North Weezee, the initial years, 8, 9, 10.
So you was in North Weezee for about 8, 9 years?
Yeah, 8, 9 years.
Okay.
And then my mum, we moved to Sudbury, a place called Sudbury.
Right. Break down North Weezee in the 70s for those that don't know.
Oh my gosh,
North Weezee. Big smile on his face.
You see Harlesden, when you grew up in Harlesden, in the 70s, it was a predominantly West Indian area.
Right.
Jamaicans was running the thing, Trinidadians, Africans. It was mainly, and Asians have always been there as well.
Right.
But it was a reggae music. You had Hawkeye, you had Starlight, you had Jetstar, and also the thing about Harlesden was you had McVitie's.
The biscuit company.
The biscuit company.
Okay.
Every morning you smell them McVitie's. Every morning, if you come from Harlesden, you know what I'm talking about.
But can you taste it though? Or is it just
Yeah, of course you get there. Well, somebody working in McVitie's, like my mum had a friend, Vince, used to come around every Thursday. I would have box of McVitie's. Like you always have somebody who works in McVitie's, you get me? So I come around and bring that. So that was a memory of living in Harlesden. Also, we had Church Road, which was next to, I lived on Cassadine Road, a road called Cassadine Road. I remember fireworks night. We used to jump across the train line. We used to go across the train line.
What, as in over the actual metal bit?
Yeah, jump over the fence. I go over the train line and go watch the fireworks over Church Road.
Right.
Also, growing up in Harlesden, later on growing up, we had things like Stonebridge Park, which was like a gathering every Sunday.
Right.
You get the Boopy Black, them, the Rasta man, them, they organise this, a community thing where you get the sound systems, you get Java sound system, you get Volcano sound system, you get all the sounds that was like Observer sound system.
Yeah.
This was every Sunday in Stonebridge Park. I'm talking about in the 80s.
Right.
In the 80s. So I'm coming from the 70s. So growing up in the 70s was, you had the Stonebridge Play Centre, you had Fudge's Bike Store, there was just a community, the food, and the people, and also the music, because when you come from that area, you're going to be listening to a lot of reggae music. So that was what I remember from growing up in the 70s. You're always hearing a lot of music.
Can I ask, is it a safe area? Because we were told the narrative, those type of areas perhaps are not safe. Stonebridge, Harlesden, when you're told this, you shouldn't perhaps go there if you're not from there.
Don't believe the hype.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because we say, there's a thing like they say, like Duppy, you know who to frighten. If you're a genuine person and you're pure, you're clean, you'll get through in these areas.
Yeah.
All right. It just depends on how you act.
Right.
And how confident you are in yourself and how you are as a person. If you're a fair person, you're an honest person, you're a clean up person, and you come with good intentions, you will get dealt with good intentions. Because let me say, Harlesden is a multicultural area. So when you grow up in the area, you have to deal with different nations. So you have to be kind of you have to know how to deal with people. So you're not gonna rough up people because it depends on the vibes, because it's a very black community.
Right.
So for when you're coming with positivity and righteousness, you'll be alright in Harlesden, Stonebridge, Willesden, Neasden and surrounding areas. Yeah, it's a nice area to grow up in, man, definitely.
Side note, when BMD came out with the word North Weezee, was you proud of that? Because I know BMD is a good friend of mine, when he kind of gave it a name and then it made it, I don't know, not cool, but he put it on the map.
Yeah, man, of course, that gives it a slogan, a nickname. I think he DM'd me one time to tell me that he's the guy who created. Some guy DM'd me and told me that. Yeah, I said, yeah, man, bless up. It's a good thing. You keep the name, you give the name some individuality. When you get a nickname for an ends, then that means you made it. You understand? So it's good to have that kind of nickname, because that makes people remember it as well. Yeah. Because it is Weezee. North Weezee can get very Weezee.
It can get
it can get very Weezee in the North Weezee. A lot of high grade over North Weezee. If you want a good grade, you can get everything is over now.
Allegedly.
Anything to get you Weezee is over now Weezee. Yeah. So it's not easy. Yeah.
As a kid, are you outside a lot?
Of course, man. I was definitely, look at my knee. If I show you my knees, you'll know that I was definitely on street from an earlier age. Right. I grew up on Cassadine Road. Yeah. And then I moved, as I said, I moved to Sudbury. So, but I was always out. I've got older brother, Winston. So he was like my hero, who showed me a lot of stuff about. I learned from him, basically. Right. So when I went on the street as a youth, I was a bit more advanced for my age, because I had an older brother. Right. So I used to bring up my brother's tactics. Like, I'd wear his capiche clothes, and I'd wear his little flexes and thing, and I'd use his slang and thing. So when I hit the streets, I'm talking like when I was 8, 9, 10, just hanging out on the streets with my friends then, I always had a bit of slang, a bit of extra, because I was picking up from my older brother.
How much older is he than you?
6 years. 6 years. So and he was a legend. My brother Winston he was like for his age group, he was a ledge. Right. He was a legend. So I was like Winston's little brother. Right. Mm-hmm.
How many other brothers and sisters do you have?
That's only my brother. Right. Only one brother.
Okay. What type of things are you seeing when you're outside?
Oh, when at a young age.
At a young age.
You're seeing a whole heap of things, man. You're seeing arguments. You're seeing love. You're hearing reggae music, you're seeing people walking down the street. When I was young, you could see Dennis Brown walking up the street, going to Jetstar to go and get his money from Mr. Palmer. Right. You see artists, Alton Ellis. Right. All right. Because they'll be these are reggae artists. They'll be staying in the area. Right. Because we had a big record company, a record distributor called Jetstar Records, and he was a distributor. So a lot of artists used to stay in Harlesden or surrounding. Even Bob Marley stayed in Neasden at some point. Okay. So there was a lot of it was a very reggae musical area. So when you're young growing up, you'd see a lot of icons just walking up the street, going to Gregory Isaacs. I see Gregory Isaacs. I've been in the same room as Alton Ellis as a youth. You know what I mean? He said, well, there's Alton Ellis sitting down there. So that was the kind of area it was. It was a very musical area. Right. Are
you getting into trouble as a kid?
Yeah, well, you don't know, summertime, you know, the money and thing, and you might dry and thing. You might go to the shop and have to borrow something from the shop. You know what I mean? Pay him back later or something like that. Nothing really major as a little youth. But I do remember getting one time I got caught nicking some drink from the shop. Right. Because it was boiling hot that time. And that time your mum's gone to work, everybody's gone to work. You got limited drink at home. Right. All right. And we would go to the shop and try and kidnap something. You get me? And I got caught. I remember the shopkeeper came out the shop and he followed me halfway down the road, and everybody's around the shopkeeper. Where you going? They come out and they grab me like this. I goes to him, don't tell my mum. Just don't tell my mum. Don't tell mum, please don't tell my mum. You know what I mean? And that's about the age of 8 years old. You know what I mean? Because in them times there, if you got caught thief and them thing there, you're gonna get some licks from your mother. Right. You know what I mean? Them times there, it's a serious. You know what I mean? You're gonna get some disciplining. So that's the only time I got caught as a youth. This thief and a little drink from the shop. You know what I mean? Minor things. Sorry, Mr. Patel.
Did he tell your mum?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he didn't. He didn't. But I was kind of ridiculed by the rest of my friends them, you know what I mean, for a while still, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because you got caught thieving, you know what I mean?
And parents back in the day, they beat you, yeah?
Yeah, man, we got some licks, man. I mean, love your mummy, enough respect. I think we needed it actually because it was a different kind of society at that time there. Yeah. So the discipline had to be had to be full on because there was a lot of stuff happening at that time, and we would get influenced by a lot of things. So our mums had to kind of draw it in certain time, and we had to face the judgment 1 or 2 times.
Do you think the licks stopped you from crossing that line, the fear factor?
No, we just got smarter. We got smarter at doing what we had to do. You just knew that, you know what I mean? Your mum was on you, or you know, and you just knew that you had to know how to coordinate yourself and, don't get caught, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So it didn't stay. It made you aware of what not to do, but at the same time, it had to be done because sometimes you would be minor things, not no big thing. You weren't stealing like cars.
But that's what I mean. Like you've got a line there. Like,
yeah. It wasn't stealing. I was never into no big thing like blah 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 allegedly. But I've never really been into no major crime like that. No. I've always had a certain discipline. My mum told me a certain line,
right,
and we had a certain amount of discipline still.
Right.
And it wasn't that bad.
And Dad?
No. I don't really know my biological father. I was raised by kind of like we might call a guardian. It was a Jamaican stepfather.
Right.
And he showed me the ropes of the Jamaican style and food.
Right. And your mum is from where? Sorry.
Trinidad.
Okay. Right.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Right. So you got a blend of both cultures.
Yeah. I mean, we got the soca and we got the Jamaican vibes, and that was that made our family more colour. We had more a lot about us because we had 2 different cultures coming together. So.
And you're like biological dad. Where is he from?
Trinidad and Tobago, yeah.
Have you ever touched base with him ever?
No.
No? Is that something that you would like to do, or?
Well, it's a bit late now, you know.
He passed away?
I mean, when it comes to your real father, I've only seen him maybe twice.
Right.
You know, and it was like I was very young.
Right.
All right. So when I saw him, I didn't really mean unto me because I had my pops, who I called dad, was there already.
Sure.
That space had been filled.
Right.
So I didn't really need him in my life. I wasn't like missing him or nothing like that.
Right.
And I think that the pops that grew up, who I know as dad, I think he did a wonderful job and made me the man that I am.
Right.
Because it was as I said,
he's a father figure for you.
Yeah, and he was a very wise man. Taught me about the Bible. He was a kind of spiritual man.
Right.
And he taught me a lot of stuff, the Jamaican style, a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Paul, take time, take your hand out the lion's mouth, and certain little things, and certain little things will teach me sayings, like, you know, parables.
Right.
Taught me a lot of parables, taught me a lot about the Bible, and just give me a certain discipline and a certain way of thinking.
Right.
And that was good. And then I had my mum there, who was a disciplinarian, and she worked hard. Mum worked hard.
What did your mum do for work?
She was a social worker.
Okay.
Yeah, mum was a social worker. She used to work for Brent.
Right.
And she was a deputy head in charge of, I think, a few Woodcock Hill and some children's homes. And she worked really, really hard. So we had the discipline there as well.
Amazing. Okay, school. Talk to me about school.
Yeah.
How are you in school?
Well, after moving from Harlesden, we moved to a place called Sudbury,
Right.
which is near Wembley.
Right.
And I was naughty in school. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. I was always the one to question the authority in the school in my lessons. Most of the kids found that funny. I was just the
class clown.
Not the clown, but I was always the one to
bust the joke.
Bust the jokes. I would always be the one to start the fire. That was poor Levy. That was when I went to Sudbury School. When I went to secondary school, it turned up a little bit more, and I had to leave. I went to Wembley High School,
right? And
I had to leave that school because I was disruptive. I was
Leave, or did you get kicked out?
They asked me to leave politely because I had charm. I was charming. I was in school and I was a troublemaker. I was a bit disruptive. I think I was inspiring the kids to maybe be naughty because I was a bit ahead. I was a bit more ahead of them. I was raving and at the age of 11, 12. So I would come into school.
You was raving them times?
Yeah. I was going dance from like 10, 11. So I was always coming into school from primary school. From primary school, I used to do roller skating. I used to go, roller discos and stuff. You have to have roller discos in Harrow Leisure and them thing. Then I was going there with my skates, and then I'd come into school. This is primary school, Sudbury Primary. I'd come into school on my skates, and I remember I had to skate in the playground, and everybody would be looking at me, and I'm doing a backwards move.
Oh, you got the thing pattern?
Yeah, I had the pattern. I was a good skater.
They need to bring back skating. You know?
Oh, they need to bring back skating. It was healthy. It was good. It make you feel good.
Yeah.
That was my first love. Was roller skating.
But you're not really studying then. Studying's not really for you.
I was always, but you see, I was the kind of person that do my work and be disruptive at the same time.
Right.
But often I'd be disruptive and then just do the work at the last 15 minutes.
Right.
And just do what I needed to do, all right, at the last 15 minutes.
Are you fighting or anything like that?
Yeah, man, we used to get on with it in school, man. I was a big lad. I was tall, Paul, and I mean in school, so I had to hold it down in school.
Right.
I had a few scrimmages in school, and I had to hold it up. Standard procedure. I never had a problem in school. I love school.
Yeah.
I was on top of things in school. Let's just leave it like that. I love school,
let's leave it
and
like
I was on top of things in school.
Okay.
Anybody who went to school with me, you know that in my year.
But when you get asked to leave school, is your mum now vexed with you? 'Cause
Yeah. She had to come to school regular because I was, as I said, I was quite ahead. So I was coming to school on a Monday telling them about a Saxon dance I went to or a Coxon dance or
Right.
something, and they didn't know what I was talking about. And I would be quoting lyrics, and like I would be saying to the teacher, I ain't doing that, that's Arms House. And she said, what is Arms House? What's that? And I'd call up my mum, and my mum would have to come down to school and mum would explain to them that what is Arms House, or what is this word, or what is that word, because these words that I was picking up when I was going to dance, or when I was around my friends, and I was my older friends, because I've always moved around older friends. So that's what it was with me in school. I was smoking weed in school as well. I remember I used to smoke weed in school.
what age?
I'm talking 12, 13.
Okay.
Yeah, 12,
Some would
13.
say that's very young.
Yeah. I hands up. It was me, and then yeah, it was me.
There wasn't anyone else,
Yeah,
was
man.
it?
We spun the urban school, and I think that's one of the things that made them have to get rid of me, because they knew that there was something. This guy was.
Yeah.
I was ahead of my time.
Okay.
I was ahead of my time. I was doing certain stuff that other kids weren't doing, and I think that maybe I could have been a bit of a bad influence, because this is Wembley High School, Wembley High. So Wembley is not uptown, but you know what I mean? They moved me to Neasden High School.
Right.
And that's where the thing really turned up. Because Neasden's more near the hood. Neasden High is near Chalkhill.
Right.
You're getting Harsden, Stonebridge, and different kids there. And I think they moved me from Wembley High School, which was a kind of, nice and easy school, to a more hood school where there's more ganja smokers.
So when you're in the hood school, are you just getting worse then?
Well, it wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Be honest, right?
It turned up. I found connection with a lot of friends that I grew up with when I was born in Harsden.
Right.
I reconnected with a lot of friends, and also it was a lot of let's say West Indian youth who came to that school there, and it was if I can say a black school.
Right.
There was more of a lot of that going on. So there was a lot of like-minded people. Like I was going to dances, a lot of kids there were starting to go to dance as well.
Right.
So it was like, as I was growing up, going to dance, getting into salsa, to get into music, there was a lot more kids in that school who was connected to that kind of lifestyle.
Looking back, do you think you were too ahead of your time? Like you were too young to be going to dances?
Yeah, well, I definitely was, but this was because, as I said, I had an older brother.
Right.
All right. So when he would get invitations to go to certain places, I'd find out what's going on.
Right.
And then I'd get my little crew together.
Right.
And he would turn up, and then my brother would be like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here?" You know what I mean? That's the kind of vibe I would get.
But age 11 going to dances?
No. I'm talking, this is when I'm 12, 13.
Okay.
At the age 11...
It ain't far off, right?
Yeah, but the age 11 thing was more the roller disco, the
Right.
roller skating.
Okay, cool.
The roller disco, I would say 11, 12, the roller disco thing, because my brother used to skate, and then he used to get also these electric, electric ballroom in Camden.
Right,
Electric ballroom.
yeah.
They used to have this membership thing where they give out free membership cards
Right.
to certain people, so they used to come true to our address.
Right.
And I would infiltrate those letters there and get the free invites.
Infiltrate the
Yeah,
letters?
I'd infiltrate the letters.
Interception?
Yeah. Because
okay.
he wasn't using them, he wasn't going to them clubs and no more.
But
So.
a roller disco I get.
Yeah.
But the dance now.
Yeah, the dance thing now, we would hear about the dance and they would see me in the dance, and that was standard.
Would he not say to you, get your ass home?
No,
You're 12 years old.
My brother wasn't harsh like that. It'd be like, how you know about this? How you know about, you know what I mean? It's like, it was like I was catching up. I was definitely ahead of my time, because that time, I'm talking about 1980, 84, 85, 86, all right? So these times that there was an influx of sound system culture.
Yes.
You get a lot of sounds like Yardman sound, you're getting emotion sound, you're getting local sounds in the area playing out. And we would hang out and we would find out about these things. Everybody would know what's going on. And we would just turn up. There was enough youths used to go to dance. Enough youths, not really my, I must admit, when I used to go to Hilltop and these places, there was the local youths there, my age would be there, but not many youths from outside of the area, my age would be there.
Right. what things are you seeing in the dance, age 12?
Oh, you're seeing a lot of things, man. You're seeing man get pull over bar by their hands like this. You're seeing man go to the bar and say, yo, what the and pull him, man. And you're seeing man build some big high grade thing.
Right.
You're hearing most thing was the music. You're hearing some music, you know what I mean? Some original old time tune, Harris Ferguson. I'm an addict, a sense Amelia addict. You know, you're hearing some tune. I just playing that tune yesterday.
Yeah.
You're hearing tunes that you're not gonna hear that you're not gonna hear on the radio.
Right.
And I was just a youth, and I'm just a youth in the dance with me and my brethren, Colonel Barry. We used to go to these dances and we'd buy a little 10-pound draw and we would just all out corner.
Okay.
And then we would just be listening, taking in the vibes of that whole atmosphere. You see, man, in some big bell-bottom pants and some Clark's boot and some beaver hat, and there's a walk through the dance and them team there, and these are some yard man, which is when the yardies was first coming in here, you know what I mean, and we've seen these characters come through the place, you know what I mean, strolling out dance, and seen a lot of stuff, spending a lot of food, curry goat and thing, and you've seen a lot of drinks.
Vibes galore.
Yeah, vibes, there's a whole new world, ecosystem.
Right, so vibes galore, I get.
Yeah.
But the smoking, I don't get.
Oh, gosh,
Who's
man.
letting you smoke at 12 years old?
No, hold on. Now, when it comes to the herb thing now, right? We used to get herb, man. We used to get herb. You could go to places and buy herb. I mean, at the age of 12, all right, it wasn't easy for me to get herb. So I would pinch my brother's thing. My brother would have his little smoking thing and it done. And then I'd go in there and I would take it out and I would get a little vibes off of that. But the first time I smoked was when I was sitting in Sudbury. I was actually in the laundrette in Sudbury, and you had some herb, you know. And we went down to the train station. And there's a bridge by the train station, and I smoked the herb. I was 12 years old at this time, and when I smoked this herb, now I went home and I floated home, and then when I went into my bed, I felt like I was having an out of body experience. I really felt like I was out of my body and I could see my body. That's the first time I ever had a spliff, and that's what I've been chasing that buzz ever since, man. I've been chasing that buzz. Can't get. That's the biggest. So that's what I'm saying. This is what we are. This is at the age of 12, and that's when I love herb from then.
Are you smoking because it's the cool thing to do, or you're chasing that, or you want to get high, or that's just what everyone did?
Okay, before we could get the real weed, all right, understood what weed really was all about. I experimented with my mum's herbs in the kitchen. Right.
Parsley and that.
I thought, you know what, I found it. I thought I discovered something, you know what I mean? But and little did I know that wasn't it. But you know, it looked like it.
Right.
And I'm talking 11 like that. You'd play with my mum's herbs in the kitchen and be like, try a thing, you know what I mean? Try and roll a spliff and all that.
Right.
And then I got with a particular friend who was more, he was a year older than me. He was about 13, 14, whatever. And he knew how to roll a spliff, you know what I mean? Big up yourself.
No, don't big him up, bro.
And he knew how to roll a spliff, and that was it. For when he became my key brethren, my spliff builder. Right. You know what I mean? And that's
roller.
And we were MCing as well. We were trying to do MCing as well. Right. So it all went together. We wanted to be part of, because remember what we'd seen in the dances is the music, the ganja, and the drinking, and we wanted to emulate this vibes.
Right.
So what we were doing, we were building our sound systems in our houses, all right? And we were practicing being on a sound system.
Right.
And that came with the weed. We had the weed and everything. So we would emulate, we would have the weed, we'd have a little drink, whatever. And we would, I don't think we even had nothing too strong them time there, you know what I mean? But later on, that came soon after the alcohol. But we had the herb, and we would be emulating, MCing in our rooms. I had a yard, my friend PT had a yard, my friend Desmond had a yard, and we would go around each other's houses MCing, and we'd have a little draw, and we would do it like that.
Right, so you see the sound system culture, you're loving it, and you want to emulate it. You get the equipment.
That's what's happening.
How do you get the equipment? It's just everyone.
Oh, well, at them times, my setup, all right, was I got a mixing disc.
Right.
So like an 8-track mixing disc, and I had a Garrard turntable, and I had these little speakers. I had loads of little speakers there, and I put them in my room, like on the wall loads of them, loads of little ones. Because I think I have to go to some kind of second-hand shop or something and buy these speakers, and I just put them all up there to emulate a sound system in a dance.
Sick.
I wanted to make it look like it's a dance, and I'd string up the thing, have the little reverb that we get from Tandy, and string up the mic and everything, and we would make tapes. We'd make tapes, and we want these tapes to sound like Jamaican tapes. We were trying to make like at that time we were listening to Creation, King Jammies, Kilimanjaro, Black Scorpio, Metro Media, and all these sounds from Jamaica. So we were trying to emulate what we were seeing. These were our what we want to be like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we would just get on the mic and we'd pretend that we were Jamaican MCs.
Right.
And often the weed came with all that all came as a package.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was a package deal, right? So that's what we were doing there, and we'd have our little, our lyrics, our little bars that we had. My brethren, Colonel Barry, he had a few more bars. He was a bit more nice on the mic than me. So and he could roll a spliff as well. So he was definitely a brother who helped me to kind of get my thing together. You know what I mean? So and that's what it was.
How are you funding this? You're 12 years old.
Why? You're getting, remember I had I had paper on. I had paper on. I worked in the market.
Are you actually putting the papers through the letterbox, or are you just dumping them?
I was the roller skating paper boy.
Oh, sick.
I was on my skates at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'd just go there and I'd just fling I'd put the things through, and I'd be skating, and I'd have my headphones on, my Binatone Walkman, and I'd be blasting my tunes, and often I'd be practicing lyrics.
Sick.
Like if I written little bars last night, I'd be on the paper round and I'd be practicing those bars while I'm delivering the papers.
Yeah.
And then I remember Christmas times we used to get a bonus at Christmas time. I get a big bonus that time 50 pounds.
Big money.
From the people who you deliver the papers to. I used to work at John's Newsagents in Sudbury.
Right.
And I used to work at the Glen as well. I used to have 2 paper on. Because we wanted money.
Yeah,
you know
I love that.
We really wanted money, man. We wanted money. So we used to do that, and I had to work at Wembley Market as well.
Right.
Wembley Market to sell shoes.
Okay.
In Wembley Market, and that was a little hustle in there as well. And yeah, that's how we used to. And then I had to get some pocket money from the adults in the family. So I had to pull it all together, and then boom, we do our thing.
Do you remember your first lyric?
Yeah, man. To MC, that are my duty. To MC, that are my duty. From my head to my throat, from my throat to my mouth, from my mouth to the mic may speak. From my head to my throat, from my throat to my mouth to the mic may speak. 24 hours in a day, 7 days in the week, new style, 1 minute release. 4 weeks to the mouth to the year, a brand new technique. And looks from my head to my eyes to my ears, from my mouth to my nose to my teeth. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and then another lyrics called Style and Pattern, this a style and pattern. Everybody had a style and pattern lyrics.
Right.
Style and pattern, well, this a style and pattern. But last Saturday night we did a listen Rodigan to listen reggae music for England and foreign to make me want me with some more time sing along. And
Rodigan's been around forever.
Yeah, because Rodigan was where you listen to every Friday or Saturday night. I think he started on Friday and then he went to Saturday nights on Capital. And everybody, I remember my brother used to be a religious, kind of like a religious event. My brother would have his 2 or 3 special brews lying up there, and he have his herb and the Grand Am room, and his bridge them sit on there and then listen to Rodigan, and there's a tape the sessions. And then I remember my brother used to leave there and he used to go to Gossips Club and go to his raving, and then I adopted that style as well of listening to Rodigan as well.
Let me ask you, some people have said online that he's a culture vulture. Would you like to pass comment on that?
No, Rodigan. See, the thing, Rodigan has put a lot into the music as well, into us knowing the music, because at them times there was very few ways of listening to reggae music unless you went to a dance. So we were very privileged to get people like Tony Williams and David Rodigan and Mikey Dread. And
kind of bring it to the masses, yeah.
He'd bring it to the masses. So Rodigan definitely had, because one of my first lyrics was to listen to Rodigan. And on all the man them, my brother, 6 years older than me, used to listen to Rodigan. Everybody listened to Rodigan to hear the latest music from Jamaica. So he had his use. So Rodigan was definitely useful for me coming up as you anyway, because I'm 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
I couldn't get access to certain things. So Rodigan were definitely, I heard enough tunes for the first time on Rodigan. I remember when he did a clash with Barry G, and then we heard the slang thing for the first time, and we heard certain rhythms. I remember when he did so much stuff that we didn't hear before, like stuff that him and Barry G, the way that clash was an international clash between Jamaica and Capital, and it was hyped for weeks, and there was a big situation there. So I know a lot of people would have a problem with Rodigan, but to me, Rodigan has had his input and had a big part of a lot of bringing reggae music to a lot of even white people. A lot of white people would not be interested in reggae music in England if it wasn't for Rodigan. And he spent a lot of money on dubplate. When I do dubplate for Rodigan, I never got so much. It's like Rodigan pays you double for dubplates, man. Rodigan pays well, all right, which is not a reason to say that he's a good guy, but Rodigan, he pays for his dubs. You have some man who don't want to pay for dubs. So Rodigan's done that, and he brought reggae music to a lot of people in England who wouldn't have been aware of reggae music, and when they heard Rodigan kind of okay it, a lot of artists got work, got shows, got clubs, and that kind of stuff there. So, you know.
Okay, how much are you practicing at home?
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah, every day I practice lyrics.
Relentless.
Yeah, every day I've got some bars I've got to practice, something that I wrote the other day. I just came back from a tour. I just did a tour of Australia, and I was with my DJ, and he was shocked at how much practice I do. I'm just there going through bars. I'm the trillest, I'm the illest, I'm the toughest, I'm the realest. Any rhythm where you give me, Rasta know me, I go kill it. Any angle and position, any corner, every crevice. My rhyme it, time I jam it from the start to the finish. Girl, give me love me, so what them me have to cherish. Go the Caribbean, Africa, Latino, or British, Italian, French, African, and Spanish. Sexy body, girl, serenading on my carriage. All of the girl, them come catch the message. Me have to make the girl, them serenading on the carriage. So big up every university and every college. And big up all the girl, them with the brains and knowledge. If it wasn't for the music, homie would have managed. Cause music is a thing when me love upon terror. Till the day I die, I will, you know what I mean? Defend it. I love it in my bloodline, soul, and my spirit. So them lyrics there is stuff that I would write, and then I would have to memorize them.
Yeah. Does practice make perfect, or is this a God-given talent?
No, practice makes perfect. No matter what you're doing, even if you're an athlete,
right,
or no matter what you do in life, God will give you the initial seed. But it's down to you to water the seed. All right, and it's down to you to take care of. Because I've grown up with a lot of people who had talent, and they didn't water the talent, and then they lose the talent. You understand? So it's definitely a God-given talent, but you have to nurture it. It's like a plant. Yeah. You know what I mean? You have to plant, you have to grow it, look after it, and take care of it, and then it'll grow up to be a big tree.
Is your brother doing this stuff as well, or is it just you?
No, he stopped doing the music now. But
right. No, then I'm saying, you know, when you're kids, is your brother also doing it when you're
Yeah. My brother was my inspiration. He was my teacher.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So he's also
MC. My brother's lyrics was Winston show them off your ride. What show them off your do? Winston give them a good taste of your lyrics menu. R for the Rizla, G for the ganja, S for the Beshar Brew, W for the whiskey, B for the brandy, M for the Malibu, W for the. Oh, that's my brother.
Okay.
My brother's the coldest DJ out there, MC out there. But he's something that only people who in the ends know that. It's like he didn't take it to the next stage. Right. And that's what frustrated me, that made me have to tick up the whip. Right. Because he was so cold. Okay. All right. And he just decided that he don't want to do it.
Why did he stop?
I don't know, man. He got,
life.
Life comes in, baby mothers. Yeah. Life comes in. I respect. And I think that's what kind of made him. But he's still, up to now, he's still one of the greatest writers I've ever been around, my brother. But he doesn't want to do it on the he doesn't want to do it on the thing level. But he's still a badder MC than me up to this day. Yeah. My brother.
So you know what you want to do from young then? So school, you're not really studying to learn to be something. You want to do
when I was in school, I wanted to be a DJ. I wanted to do the music. Yeah. My mum would stand witness to that. Even the teachers said, coming to school and I'm writing lyrics on the back of the thing. I knew from the age of 14, 15, all right, that this is what I want to do. Right. I want to be an MC. I'm looking at great sound systems, Saxon sound. I'm looking at Smiley Culture. I'm looking at great DJs from Jamaica, Papa San, Lieutenant Stitchy. Major Worries was a DJ from King Jammy's sound that he inspired me because his wordplay and the way his charisma, Dirtsman, Creation sound, all these, we're getting a lot of tapes. So I knew I wanted to be a part of this. Right. I wanted to be a part of this thing. Don't know how. I know I'm from England, I'm not from Jamaica, but I just want to do it. I want to be a part of this. It's my calling. Yeah. When I write lyrics, I feel happy because with that time, when you're a youth, you're right. There's so much distractions out there, and then one of the things that used to make me my little hobby was to have my little go home and write my bars them. And I mean, so from a younger age, I've been writing, and just basically trying to be like my brother, trying to write to his level. Right. I was always trying to write to his level, his wordplay. No, you don't write rubbish, and I always try to maintain that, and that's that's what made me happy. It kept me out of trouble as well. That kept me. If I didn't do the music, I probably would have gone more into the crime.
Right.
And, yeah.
So is it safe to say it's because of your brother that you've gone down this path? You want to aspire to be like him?
Yeah, I'd say
he's like your role model.
My brother had a lot to do with it. Also, other people around the whole community. Maybe from Northwest London. All right, you're getting Heroes, you're getting Yardman sound, you're getting Volcano sound, and I mean, even before I heard that sound, that's when I got the bug, because I had friends as well. I had a friend Ainsel McFarlane and Paul Francis, and he was an MC as well. Daddy Mackie, R.I.P. Ainsel, and he was like a boom youth for the area. He was good at everything. One of them kids that could play football, he can just do everything, could dance. He's one of them youths. And when the MCing came in, Ainsel was on the MC on the DJ thing. I don't know to call it MCing or DJing, but it's the same thing. MC and DJ, chatting.
Yeah.
So he was good on it, and one time I went to a dance with him in Coliseum in Harlesden, and this is about 1984, 84. I went to go listen to a sound called Yardman. Right. They were playing against Saxon, and he was going to get a spot on Yardman sound, so he took us as his entourage, and maybe we might get a spot too. I wasn't ready yet though. I didn't have no bars ready, but the man them had their bars ready, and Ainsel went on and done it, and then they said, "Yo, come in," and I froze.
Right.
Not in the dance, but like backstage, or like not backstage, but like you need to go and do this. And I was like, no, you lot go and do it.
So they offered it.
Yeah.
How old are you then?
Oh, about 13, 14.
Right.
And then it happened. It happened there, and I wasn't ready then.
Right.
All right. And then it happened again. Well, we had some girls. We were like hanging out with some girls, and we were impressing them. It was me and my friend Ainsel McFarlane and Paul. And the youth called Ronnie, but Ronnie wasn't an MC. And we were impressing the girls then, and with this new thing called MCing, because you have to understand, in the 80s, not everybody was an MC like now. All right, it was a very exclusive thing. You had to have connections, you had to have a reason. You had to be a rebel with a cause to be a DJ. Not many people want to be a DJ. It was a difficult thing to take up.
Yeah.
So my friends were kind of taking it up.
Right.
All right, and we were impressing these girls, and these girls were sitting down there, and then they threw the mic to me, and I didn't have nothing to say.
But you had your lyrics, no?
No, I didn't. I wasn't ready. I'd been experimenting.
Right, I hear
but
it.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't the confidence wasn't there. I had 1 or 2 lyrics, but I wasn't really. And that's when I said to myself, "No, this ain't gonna happen again, fam.
Right.
This ain't gonna happen again." And that's where I went fully in on the lyrics thing.
Right.
Because up to that point, I'd been DJing my brother's lyrics a lot.
Right.
I wasn't really writing my lyrics.
Right.
Fully at that point. So at that point, when I got kind of embarrassed, was when I said to myself, right, I'm going to take up this thing. And I think that was about 14. So I remember I started kind of writing at the age of 12, but I wasn't doing it in public.
I hear that.
Hardly, only 1 or 2 people heard me.
Just practicing.
Yeah, I was practicing and getting my day. I wasn't ready yet. At the age of 14, when I kind of got embarrassed in front of the girls, them.
They're like, nah.
Because we were showing off. They were showing off in front of the girls, them, impressing the girls, them, and I didn't have the bars.
Right.
And that's when I said to myself, no, man, I'm not. This ain't gonna happen. And I went home. I went hard on the lyrics.
Right. So when's the first time you touched mic publicly then?
Oh wow, the
When it's
first
like,
time I touched mic. Well, remember I had my setup in my room already.
Yes.
So that was going on, all right.
Yeah.
So that I was
practicing.
Yeah, I was a bedroom DJ.
Yeah.
A bedroom bantan.
Yeah.
All right. And then when I went out from there now, the first time I DJ'd in front of people.
And by DJ we mean chatting.
Chatting lyrics. Right. It could have been. I think I was on a sound. Yeah. All right.
People remember their first time. It's like a gal, bro. You know your first time. How can you not know, bro?
All right. I'll tell you the first time that I remember in front of a decent crowd.
Right. Yeah.
All right. This was 1986.
Right.
All right. Up to that point, people knew that Levy's nice. But he ain't done nothing in front of the public yet. Yeah.
Side note: is that your name? Are you Levy? Is that your name?
Oh, up to that point, I had a few names before that. I had Dixie Duper. I had Deputy.
Okay.
All right, all these names, but then it came a point where I'm going to call myself General Levy, because my crew that I was with, one was called Colonel, one was called Major.
Right.
And everybody had a kind of military name.
Right.
So I said, I'm the General.
Right.
All right. So one was called Skipper. And that's them Third Dimension sound. And that's when I decided to call myself a dimension. Now, the first time I went in front of a public to actually to demonstrate my art was when 1986 there was a DJ competition in Stonebridge Park.
Right.
All right. Now this was held by was it People's Station? People's was a traffic. Traffic Jam pirate radio station.
Right.
Big up Jason. R.I.P. to Vigo was. Big up Marshall. Big up Yellow Gyo. Big up all of them Condor General. These are these guys and Bushman. So anyway, they were having a DJ competition in Stonebridge Park. All right, and they've been advertising it for a long time. It's been on the radio, come down to the DJ. And I was building up my confidence. I said, I'm gonna go in for this competition, Stonebridge Park. So I went down to Stonebridge Park. Now I remember it was raining. It was November the 5th, 1986. It was the night that my nephew was born. Big up Blizz, all right? So yeah, the night he was born, it was raining. And I went down and I'd had some beef a few months ago with some boys over some gal business. So I wasn't really...
How old are you?
14,
15?
14, 15.
Right.
Yeah, and this was the winter, this is November. But in that summer, I'd caught up with a few boys over some gal thing.
Right.
I chatted to this girl. She said she was free, but apparently she still had some connection with some bred.
Right.
And he wasn't having and then it catch up and then the boom, bam, bim.
Boom, bam,
Boom,
bim.
bam, bim. It went off. And and then so I had to go right back down to this part where I had that fight.
Okay.
Right, a few months ago, and I actually got jumped.
Right.
Because the boy didn't want to take me on his own.
Right.
And I got jumped.
Oh, you held your own?
No, I left the park with all my jewelry on, fam. I left.
you won.
Come on, if you got jumped and left the park with your jewelry on, come on.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't get duff
No, I
up
hear
that.
that.
Anyway, all right. I had to go and do this competition a few months later in Stonebridge Park. So I was a bit nervous. So this competition come up, the man then go on the stage, Rudy King, R.I.P., he went on first. Rudy King was a local DJ. And then my friend Governor Tiggy, R.I.P., he went on next. And then PT Lickshot, he's still here, big up PT, he went on this thing. And then it came up to my time now. So when I come on the stage now, they played the rhythm. And I'm kind of a bit nervous and it's raining, but there's a big crowd there, Stonebridge Park, Stonebridge, 1986, it's raining. And I come on the mic and he played a track by a guy called Tiger. It's a track called Puppy Love.
Right.
Puppy Love, Puppy Love. And it's really go tum 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 tum. And I go, come on, and I go, not for them a thief, but not for them a robber leaper, you turn to crime just to earn a living. Not for them a thief, not for them a rob, not for them a turn to counter, not for them a thief, not for them a skank like that. The crowd started, because at first, all right, the crowd was a bit quiet, fam. As I start build up the vibes, I start getting the hiccups. Not for them a thief, not for them a crack, just pop. The crowd just went blood. So I bust the style and it just jump on the rhythm and it just mash up the place, all right? So, and the thing was, when I first come on and I was coming on, a couple of the man them that I did have the beef with, I heard a little couple of boos at the back.
Right.
At the back.
Haters.
Yeah, a couple of haters at the back. All right. Is that you know? And then I come on, I didn't care. And I come on and I just carried on chatting and I didn't stop carrying on. And I carried on and when I come to the enough of them teeth, enough of them a rap, enough of them a turn to a cram to earn a time, enough of them a teeth, enough of them a sky. I said, enough of them a teeth, so enough of them a robber leaper, you turn to crime, just to earn a living. It's a tune about crime and thing, you get me? And it mashed up the place and then when it come down to the and Chucky Star and Dolomite also was there. They were the local guys, so Stonebridge. Big up Chucky Star, big up Dolomite. So when it come down to the results now, who win what and everything, I'm thinking, boy, I don't know what I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm backstage now with all of everybody, and he said, who come third? Rudy King come third. Rudy King, and he got £15.
Right.
And who comes second now? General Levy. I said, blood, General Levy, in Stonebridge Park. I come second that time. I'm not living in Housing no more. I'm living in Sudbury. So I'm like a kind of outsider still, and like an uptown youth still. So I come second, and I got £30.
Yeah.
All right. And then who come first was Chucky Star and Dolomite, because they come from the hood.
Right.
They was there.
They got the home team.
There's the home team. Come on, they had to win. So anyway, they got £25 each.
Right.
So I got £30. So I got the most money secretly.
Right.
Because they got 25, Chucky and Dolomite 25, and I got £30, and Rudy King got £15. And from that, I say, yo, I've arrived. This was 1986. And when I went to school the next day in Easton High School, the guy was like, Boy, Paul, I heard you come second four. I remember I'm on the Pac-Man machine in the chip shop, and me have the most money for the Pac machine. You know you get in the machine, Pac-Man. Me about the most kebab burgers them tied there. And it's like I'm the man. You know what I mean? I have money for everything. I was just bathing. So that's when I knew that I'd arrived. This is 1986.
Can you put that into words, that feeling when the crowd is going mad and it's
oh my God, it's ecstatic. It's incredible. Pardon the pun. And the thing was, it was the style. It's the first time I'd done the style in public,
right.
You know, and that's what really caught them, and I knew that from that I was onto something, and
right.
I from then I knew I was nice.
That style, you called it the hiccup style.
The hiccup style.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah,
right.
because I knew first lyrics I came with it was called. Decided hiccup, slabba-dabba-dab, everybody come catch the hiccup, slabba-dabba-dab, everybody come catch the hiccup, slabba-dabba-dab, everybody come catch the hiccup, chedaval, Levy, pande. That was my thing.
Okay.
And before that, it was don't get NDG, don't get NDG, don't get NDG, don't get. Me build that one in a laundry.
Right.
Subway laundry.
Where did the hiccup style originate from then? Where did you get this style?
Well, it came from as I said, we used to smoke bits of weed and everything, all right?
Right.
So we were young, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was at my friend Desmond's house, R.I.P. Desmond, all right? And it was lunchtime. And then we used to go around Desmond's house and chat lyrics. Because we were on this lyrics thing. So lunchtime we would go around Desmond's yard in Chalk Hill, Popular Grove, Chalk Hill. And when we start chatting, we would go and chat lyrics. So his dad had a weed tree. So we'd pinch off the leaves off the tree. It wasn't even ripe yet. It wasn't even ready yet, but we didn't care, you know what I mean? We just take off the leaves and feel that thing, you know what I mean? So me and Desmond were there chatting lyrics, and then he played a track by a guy called Barker B, a tune called Can't Tie Me. You Google these tunes on YouTube. Barker B is called Girl Want Tie Me. And then, and he played the rhythm, right? And when he played the rhythm, I kind of, it jumped. There was when you used to play plastic and it kind of jumped?
Yeah.
I was chatting the lyrics on it, and I think I was chatting, I can't remember the lyrics I was chatting, but the lyrics kind of slipped, and I kind of did a hiccup thing in the lyrics, like only one little section there. And when we played back the tape, it sounded good. It sounded like, hey, kind of like a little style. It's like a kind of offbeat.
Right.
There's an offbeat, like, I can't remember which lyrics I was chatting. It could have been enough of them are teeth lyrics and that.
Right.
Enough of them are teeth, enough of them are rough, enough of them are turn, and then that's where it kind of sounded good, because we used to make tapes.
Right.
And we'd just listen to these tapes. And that's where it kind of, it was a mistake.
So it's an accident?
It was an accident, yeah. It wasn't.
Right.
I didn't think, I'm going to do this style today. No, not at all. We were kind of to be honest, we were kind of off our heads a little bit. Remember, we were young, and we're having a drink, we're having a smoke, and we're having a laugh, all right? And we're just thinking that we're in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. So we made the tape, and then I listened to the tape, and it became the style. Kind of, it sounded really unique on the tape. And then when I used to go out with my friends after that, they used to say to me, "Give them the noise, do the noise." So I began to incorporate it into when I was to go to chat live.
It seems like you do it easy. Is it very easy for you? Because I can't do it. You do it so naturally. It's almost like you're just talking.
I've been doing it for like a long time.
Right.
Initially, it came like, it was don't get and DG, don't get and DG. It was a breathing. It was don't get and DG, 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 don't get. And that's how it was originally. And then back then it came don't get and DG, don't get and DG,
right.
Don't get and DG. I had to kind of get it louder and louder, because when I first was doing it like that, it was working for a few sessions, then people were getting a bit used to that kind of don't get and DG. I had to make it a bit louder now.
Right.
So, don't get and DG, don't get and DG, don't get.
But you perfected it.
Yeah, I was mastering it.
How long did it take you to perfect it?
Wow. Well, when I first did that style in public, it really, everywhere I went, I had to do it.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Everywhere I went, I could not pick up the mic. I had a colleague, my friend Governor Tiggy, R.I.P. Tiggy, man, my right-hand man Tiggy from Northwest 10, and he was a legend, and he was my right hand, and anywhere I went, he said, "Give them the noise." It's like give them the nuclear bomb, give it to them.
Right.
So we'd be in the dance and thing, and I'd be chatting normal lyrics and that. He said, "Give them the noise, give it to them. I say, all right, don't get, I am the, mash up the play. And it became a thing where as soon as I did it, the whole place is mash up. I didn't have to
tagline,
I didn't even have to do nothing after that. When you hear the tapes, you didn't mean a few seconds of me, but those few seconds with the dance mash up. It's like.
Does that make you the original Reload King from because do you get what I'm saying? Like certain sounds without a lyric.
Automatic, without a word,
That's what I'm saying. Like, are you the original Reload King with no lyric?
Well, I'm talking 1980. 85.
But prior
86.
to you, there's no one like that. Because I can name a few now, like your DWEs in grime, who will make a sound, and it's over.
No, I was on that from early. That was me. I'm the man who make the sound and the whole place mash up without saying a word. I'm the one who used to come in the dance and don't say a word and me mash up the dance. All right, that's definitely me. I didn't, because when people say Levy ain't got no lyrics, we came to a stage like, he ain't got no lyrics. Man was preying that he ain't doing nothing. He's just doing mash up the place. That's why I had to come with lyrics after that now.
Right.
And I had to make sure I had lyrics, because when I first come out, all I had to do was go, I am the or I am the or just anything with the hiccup in it.
Game over.
And the dance done. And the girls used to love it. It's like, I don't know, it's like the way, it used to be like the dance was a certain level, and then I come in with that, and the whole dance is turn up. The thing is turn up. It's like I'm coming out of nowhere. It's like the style come from a different kind of angle.
Yeah.
And that's what it was with me, man. And it was just I didn't have to do much.
Prior to that, no one's ever done that sound. Can we say that?
No one's ever done that sound.
So you are the originator of it.
Yeah, I mean, but they've compared it to Major Mackerel in Yard, but his one's a bit different. He goes, he goes like
that. Don't sound like.
Yeah, he does a kind of. I don't know. It does a different kind of tone. So it didn't come from Major Mackerel. My team come from this making a mistake.
And then let me just fast forward a little bit, because there's artists that have used a similar sound like that and had. What is that like? I'll give you an example. PSG uses it in Garage.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is that? Is that? I don't know. How are you when you see that kind of thing?
Well, I think if somebody uses your style, all right, it's a compliment, as long as people know where it comes from.
Yes.
All right. But at the moment when PSG was using the style, all right, it was that some kind of
Bad Boy.
Yeah.
But
the thing was that I was my thing was slow. I was out of the limelight for a while.
Right.
In those at that moment,
Garage,
I was a bit out of the limelight. So a lot of people heard their man style and thought that it was their style originally, and that's the only thing that kind of got you know what I mean, kind of got on my nerves. It's like man would be like, yeah, PSG is the coolest thing that I'm thinking, but he's used that's you know what I mean. So that's the only thing. But now,
the homage isn't paid.
Yeah, there's never been homage paid.
Yeah.
All right, and that's the only thing that got me. But I'm not losing no sleep over it, because and I mean people know
give
now.
you your flowers, because like Stush has been in. She goes Stush. And
even
Stush said it's different, but I've got to say, you know what I mean? Like, you are the originator.
Come on, man. Stush, bless up.
Yeah,
man.
come on, bless up, sis.
Stush,
but I'm just using that as an example.
Bless up. Yeah, man. I actually got Stush in my house, man. I was fascinated.
Yeah.
And I got her in my yard to do it. I had a little studio in my yard.
Stush is a G, man.
Yeah, I had a studio in my yard, and I've got the tape. It's on YouTube, Stush, and I put her on the incredible rhythm.
Right.
And said, yeah, rough up the rhythm for me. And she done a bloody, she mashed up the rhythm. She's sick. Stush, so I had to say, yeah, man.
But it's nice that you have inspired in this. I mean, people have taken that. You have originated a sound.
Yes,
something
man.
You have originated.
Yes, man.
Has come from you.
I was divisional. Like the bomb in the dance, because I was probably the first chatter, MC, DJ, whatever, to come from like you see the sound system circuit that came up to a certain level, and then there were artists, and then and a few of the DJs made the transition, like Tipper Irie and Top Cat. They made a transition across to the vinyl.
Yes.
But they had a big history in sound system before.
Yes.
And I would say I was the first who had a small history in sound system.
Yes.
But I think most of my success came from as a recording artist.
Right.
So I was the first like to come to be not from the full sound system background.
Right, you delved in it, but you weren't.
I delved in sound system.
Yeah.
I was in Tippertone, I was in Java, and I was in Vigilante and Third Diamond. I was in a few sounds, but I would say my success, a lot of my following came. Oh no, I had a big following on the sound
Yeah.
thing, but I made that transition to being a recording artist.
I hear that.
You know what I mean? And popping off on stage show, because not a lot of artists could make the transition from being a sound man to getting on a stage.
Yeah.
That's what my brother had the problem with. 'Cause
Right.
my brother was a sound man.
Right.
All right. And he didn't have the problem of getting on a stage and looking in front of people's faces.
Right,
and doing
that stage presence.
Yeah, stage
Right.
presence. He's a good looking man, my brother, but he just didn't
Right.
want to do it. He just didn't want to do
Yeah.
it. And I was one of my generation who made that transition from being a sound man to being artistry, and alongside Tipper Irie, who came before me,
Yeah.
and Top Cat.
Top
came
Cat's
before
been
me.
here, and we've heard these stories. It's been amazing.
And
about
came
the
before
sound
me.
system,
These guys, because he was on Viking, Tipper was on Saxon, and they were established sounds. And I kind of flirted with sound system, but my thing came definitely from stage show, and yeah, because there was a time that the sound systems were kind of going out of. They were losing the momentum, the sound systems.
Right.
And a lot of it were going on to pirate radio stations. So we came through on that moment when sounds were kind of not so popular as they were, or they were more juggling now, the Stone Love kind of vibe.
Right.
And it wasn't so much an MC, there weren't MC powered sounds. And I'm talking like 1988, 88, them kind of times there, in UK anyway. And there's a lot of pirate stations
Right.
going on. And we used to go on the pirate stations.
So that's what you started doing, and you kind of touch mic on sound systems.
Yeah.
Culture's dying a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you make the transition. You jump on right.
onto pirate stations, Traffic Jam. We used to go on Bunny's show. We used to go on Hitman Tile show, whole heap of people show, and Federal, all these Bushman on our local radio stations, Juki Jam, and we used to be on the pirate radio stations. And then from there, I met up with on the sound system circuit, I met with Robbo Ranx.
Right.
And Robbo Ranx,
Legend in the game.
Yeah, he was on Tippertone sound, and he was kind of stepping away from the sound system. He wanted to do more. He wanted to go into production. So he grabbed me and said, "All right, you're kind of on you're on your way up." And even the scene was the sound system scene was kind of going. So he saw my style, what was going on and everything, and he took me to the studio for the first time. So,
Right.
Yeah. So Robbo was the one who took me from being a sound man on pirate radio station DJ, took me to Fashion Records, which was in Malham Road, which is in Forest Hill.
Right.
And that was with Gussie P. And this is about 1988.
Okay. So you're making songs now.
Yeah, making
Reggae songs?
Reggae songs. We had a singer, we had musicians. Jazzwad was a musician. Jazz was a big producer now. Big up Jazzwad, all right? And he was our composer. And we had Junior Dan. He was my singer. Because we were aiming at the Clement Irie and Robert French. There was a singer and DJ kind of combination thing going on. It was working for radio play. And Robbo was looking to market us that way. Singer with the sweetness and me come with the energy. So that was the first kind of idea. We did Can't Hurry Love. We did Mirror, Tell Me Why. Tell me why. Love is love. So he's done the singing part, and then I come in with a mirror on my wall. Who are the nicest girl of them all? They, good tunes, but they did mediocre for us because we were independent at the time.
But you're distributing them. He's distributing them out.
Yeah. Jetstar. We're getting for Jetstar. We're doing a Music Street label. It was Robbo's label was called Music Street, and this was early. And we were doing. But the thing was, there was a big show circuit. They had people like Sir Lloyd, people like Beres Bassa, and a whole heap of promoters, man.
Yeah.
Who used to do shows. Used to do shows in clubs like Shinolas, Podium, and how can I remember Tudor Rose, all these clubs that we used to do Trends, Nations, and we used to do the circuit of all these shows every Friday. there would be dances at these, and then they'd have PAs.
Right.
All right. So the pirate stations would be playing the reggae during the week. And everybody would be getting to know what's the latest tunes. There's like a internal we had our own ecosystem.
Right.
All right. So you do the tune, take it to the pirates. You might even get a few spins on the mainstream. You build up a momentum, and then you play out in these, and you do shows in these clubs.
Right.
Schnollers, Podium, Trends, all these clubs. And it was a circuit of us. Peter Hunningale, Mike Anthony, Tipper Irie, Top Cat, a whole heap of us. Janet Kay, Carol Thompson, a whole heap of Mike Anthony, a whole heap of Vivian Jones, rest in peace. A whole heap of there was a reggae family.
Yeah.
And we always used to be, one week you might see Sunday at that club, next week. So we had an ecosystem going on for quite a few years.
Yeah.
And Mystery, you know Mystery, the DJ.
Yeah.
He used to book me a lot. We used to get a lot of bookings with Mystery. So that was our ecosystem. That was.
So you're
on.
bubbling, making a name in that scene.
Yes.
Okay. Do any of them tunes fly, or then they're just bubbling?
Right. We got because at that time you used to have the Echoes chart, Black Echoes magazine.
Right.
You have the Voice magazine, and then you had the charts on Choice and also on Kiss, whatever, the reggae charts.
Yeah.
So we used to get like top 20s with those tunes.
Right.
Like, for instance, Tell Me Why, that must have got to about number 15.
Right.
And I think Can't Hurry Love, I think that got like a top 10 with that tune. Right. That's in the reggae charts. And that time, that was me and Junior Dan.
Right.
And this was enough to get us a lot of shows
Right.
all over the country.
Are you making money just through shows then?
Yeah, we was making money, man. We used to make a lot of money. No, I charge much more now for shows.
Obviously.
But at some point...
How much was it then?
Oh, man, we were getting about maybe $250 a show.
Right, but you're doing it quite regular?
Every week
Right.
we're doing every week we're doing it. So we'd make about, we'd make about each seven about let's say $750
A week.
A week.
That's good
you know
money,
what I
bro.
mean? Yeah. It's earlier.
Even in 2026, it's all right,
You know
bro.
what I mean, and this is just from doing PAs. But
Right.
That was a long time ago. And
How are you spending that money?
buy clothes.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
we buy
fashion
clothes,
thing.
buy clothes for the next.
Fly.
Yeah, we buy. As soon as we get them clothes, we got the money. We're going to buy some new clothes for the next week.
Right. Okay, so that's circulating. So then when is the big break then? What happens?
All right. After I'm doing all that, this is about 1988,
Right.
89. I was doing these tracks with Robbo, and then I moved to fashion, because we were using Fashion Studio.
Right.
And John McGilvery and Chris Lane became interested in the General. So they said, okay, we'll take a few tracks from the General, and they kind of started to work with me. And that's when I did a track called Heat. Yeah, I did a track called Heat and a track called Breeze. Yeah, I did Heat. So what it was now, John them, they got a musician called Sly Dunbar. He was in town, Sly Dunbar, rest in peace, Sly. A lot of RIPs about showing my age, man. RIP Sly Dunbar. But Sly Dunbar came with MPC down to Fashion Studio, and he started to lick. That time there was a kind of music called the Bogle music. Everybody was using the Bangra. The Bangra sounds were being used in dancehall. So Sly, he said to me, start DJing. DJ lyrics. And I said, all right, all the girls will full up a shape, setting themselves straight, cause it's heat in their place. Heat for the girls are sweet and unique. Heat for the gal with the sexy physique. Heat because she like how me do it. Heat she wants it on the instant repeat. Me have the heater. Turn on the heater, let me increase the fever. Me have the DJ or rise gal pick the temperature hotter than the pepper. You put in at the pizza. Mount fire lyrics like an AK reinforcer. Lyrics them a show a like back in a show a lava. When they cut out the lyrics to them, I leave it is palava. All the girls them in the place, leave it afficator. Got them in my hot number. All the girls will full up a shape, setting themselves straight, cause it's heating at the place. So that's the lyrics what I gave to Sly Dunbar.
Yeah. Just to pause on there, can you write easily? Or lyrics, are they kind of easy for you to write?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was very fussy at that point. I must say, I was very fussy with lyrics, and I'd say it took me about to write Heat, to get it all written and in my head, about a week.
Right.
About a week.
But you're comfortable with writing. You know how it goes. Like I used to be
remember, I used to rack my head for lyrics, man. I used to rap. I ain't gonna say it was easy for me.
Okay.
Because I had a high standard. I knew that I was working with people that needed certain high standard. I couldn't check my little ghetto lyrics. There's a certain standard of lyrics. I had to up my game a lot.
And in your standard, where do you put vibes with lyricism? Where is it a balance, or do you, more vibes, more melody? Because your voice is like an instrument, right?
Right.
So where do you put that in the list? Because some people be like, I want to be lyrical first, or
Right. Well, it is, right. When you're in the dance, as an MC in the dance, it's the vibes. Because people that too listening to it say they want to feel what you're saying.
Right.
But when you're making a transition from being a sound system or a live artist to a studio, it's lyrics. You need to have lyrics, because when all of everything calms down and people want to hear what the hell you're chatting about, you better make sure you're chatting some sense.
Right.
All right. So that's what it was with me. I had to make that balance, because if you notice, when I did Heat, I didn't put any hiccup in it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
There was no business in it. I used another style, Heat, this a kind of catchy thing like that, because I was learning that you had to write songs for the radio, write songs that could, that would have longevity in it.
But that's your tag. That's what people know you for.
Well,
so to park that is a bit of a
it's a bit.
That's a grown-up choice to make.
Yeah. Well, what it was is that the producers that I was working with, all right, they didn't want no hiccup business,
Right.
All right, because they saw me doing it live in the dance. But when the man spending money on making a record, he wants a song, he was a proper tune.
Right.
So they didn't trust it. They didn't trust the hiccup, which is interesting. I mean, they didn't trust the hiccup thing so much in the reggae, because reggae is a tranquil thing,
Right,
thing like that. So in the dance, I used to murk it with that. But when it came to making that transition to in studio, when I used to go to fashion studio, and I'd say, Gossipy, I am the they say, yeah, all right, calm down. With the lyrics, them there. All right, they want to hear the lyrics.
The substance.
Yeah, I want to hear the substance. So I saw that when hanging around with fashion records, I'm going to need some lyrics to keep these guys interested in me.
Right.
The hiccup thing was just to get you through the door.
Right.
Hiccup got me through the door, but now I'm going to need lyrics. That's when I wrote the track called Heat.
Heat.
And Heat was, me have the heater. I made sure every lyric's clear. No, put up, every heater, turn on the heater, let me increase the fever. Me had can't say nothing. You know what I mean? Everything was clear, crystal clear, hook, semi-hook, verses.
Yeah.
Structure. So that's when I did that for fashion, and that was my first. I think I got a number one with that, but I know that I got the best song of the year with Heat,
Right.
And I got best singer of the year, and I got best album Wicked a General that year as well. So that was the turning point.
So you landed basically.
I landed when I crossed over to fashion from Robbo.
Yeah.
Fashion took me to the next level.
Right. Okay, and then the next tune after Heat?
I did a track called Breeze.
Right.
Because after you do the Heat, you have to cool them down with the
cool them
breeze.
down.
Big up Bushkin. Bushkin loves that tune. Whenever I see Bushkin, it's Breeze for him.
Bushkin's been there.
Yeah,
sure,
bless up Bush.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Breeze was the simmer down one. It's like, you remember the Cobra had a track called Flex. Flex.
Yeah.
That was, we kind of did a lick back, kind of laid back
Right.
kind of version of that. And then I came in with the Breeze.
Right.
And then I came in with Champagne Body.
Right.
And that was big up under the girl and with them body glamorous, cause the way them body glamorous is like a blessing from above. She got the champagne body, what the girl a profile. The body with the girl them, and me would have what 20 mile. Champagne body, what the girl a profile. For the body with the girl them, after the try the place wild. And when I came with the Champagne Body lyrics, that was because there was a DJ from Yard called Simpleton. I think he had a track called Coca-Cola Buckle Shape.
Right.
And the Coca-Cola buckle shape,
Yeah.
I eat around the place, girl, broke out. So he was saying the girl have the Coca-Cola buckle shape.
Yeah.
But me, I'm talking for the voluptuous girl them now,
Right.
of the champagne body.
Yeah.
It's a ticker cereal,
Yeah.
a bargain bucket business.
Yeah.
So I said, he did that one day. So that's what we used to do. When you hear sometime back in the, a DJ would come with a style, you might do a counteraction style to it. So I came with the, well, not a counteraction, but just adding to it.
Yeah, I hear it.
And it was, my one was a champagne body.
Right.
And I done that. And the Champagne Body done well for me. That's actually one of my favorite lyrics that I've written because it was intense.
So you're a regular reggae artist, renowned in the UK.
So yeah, man, I
It's
had
safe to
awards.
say.
I was an award-winning artist. By 1980, I was 88 or 89. I was an award-winning artist.
How old are you these times?
27.
Right. So you're fully established.
I was at 27? No.
I don't know about that,
No. I wasn't 80. No, 18 or something. I don't know, man.
I ain't doing the math.
Yeah.
How is that for your family? Like General Levy's established artist.
Oh, my mum was always telling me have a backup.
Right.
Yeah, my mum was always telling me don't trust
This game.
Yeah, don't trust the game like that. You know what I mean?
Are you listening to her, or is there no plan B? There's no plan B.
No, there's no plan B. I know what I want to do.
Right.
And she doesn't know what she's talking about. And I'm just like, trust me, you know what I mean? But she's, you know, and then I just carried on doing that. But you have to understand, I did have a few jobs.
Right.
All right. And
what did you do?
Like when I left school, if I go back a little bit, when I left school, just to prove to everybody in the school that I wasn't going to be this hoodlum, all right, I got a job in a solicitor's.
Right.
I was an outdoor clerk. So I used to be an outdoor clerk, which means I go in the morning and they give me the paperwork, the litigation, and do all this kind of stuff, and affidavits, and I used to go to company's house and check up on companies and that kind of stuff. And I don't know how I got the job. I didn't have no qualification.
Hey,
from
you
school,
got it.
because I didn't turn up for the exams.
In school, you didn't turn up.
But that time I was a pothead.
Right.
But at the end of school, I knew I wanted to be a DJ,
Yeah.
and the school thing was long. All right.
Yeah.
By the end of school, I mean, I was good in school up to the last year in school. I was hardly there.
Right.
I just turned up for the exams.
Yeah.
And that was it basically. So I wasn't really, but just to prove everybody that I can still, just to prove some people that, you know what I mean, I got this posh job.
Yeah.
I walked in there, put on a suit
and
sat down, and I was just like, yeah, my name's Paul. You know what I mean? And they were so fascinated that my name was Levy, because Levy is a big Jewish name.
Right.
All right, in the Jewish world.
Right.
The Levy and Cohen are two like really.
Is Levy your surname?
Yeah, my name's Paul Levy.
Right.
And of course it's a Jewish surname.
Right.
So when I went for this job now in the solicitors, they were very interested in.
You're in.
Yeah, there's like this 6 foot something black boy walks in there with a big smile and thing, and yeah, they like me, man. They like me. They said, all right, give me a run. So I've done that for 3 months.
Yeah.
And then they wanted me to come in on the weekends. I said, no, I can't do that because I'm doing my shows. I'm doing my music.
Yeah.
And I'm basically, on Saturday morning, I'm out of it. It's impossible. I'm going to be off my face.
Right.
All right. So I said, I can't stay here. So I had to leave that job. And that's when I left that job, I got a hit with heat a few weeks after that.
Right.
Because that was the risk. Because I was like, when I lost the job, my mum was like, I told you, you know what I mean? My mum was on me.
Right.
All right. And I was like, Mum, don't watch that. And then Tutu, she heard the tune on the radio. And that's when I had a little breathing space.
But how is that feeling when you say, Mum, look at these tunes?
Well,
you get me?
Yeah, man. Feeling for me, it was ecstatic. But your mum's still, my mum's not easy to please, even now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My mum, you know, your mums are always saying, you know what I mean, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. And, you know what I mean? So it's only when I did Top of the Pops, my mum was really...
We're going to get to Top of the Pops.
You made it. So, but at that point there, when I done Heat and those kind of tunes there, I'm getting play on the radio, Choice FM, Daddy Ernie, and Rodigan's playing it, and Commander B, Tony Williams.
Yeah.
I'm getting that kind of the black community.
I'm embracing you.
I'm definitely a top artist in the black community. Every show I had to be there. Yeah.
Is this when drum and bass starts coming in?
No, there's no drum and bass around them time there.
Okay. So after your heats and your breezes, and that,
Champagne Body. After all that now, I got a record deal.
Right. With?
So, London Records.
Okay.
All right, Polygram. Actually, before that, I had,
Go on.
I had another deal before that, man.
Right.
You know who the first person to sign me was Tim Westwood.
Okay.
Right, because he's always had his ear to the ground.
Right.
Anything which buzzes, anything that's got a pulse on the streets.
Yeah.
Westwood's there with his checkbook.
Right.
That's them days anyway.
Right. So Westwood signed you.
On me. All right.
Did Westwood have a label?
Justice Records.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Justice Records, man. Him and Brian Chuck New. Brian Chuck New was the brains.
Right.
Brian Chuck New.
So he signed you.
He signed me to Justice Records now. When I was with Fashion.
Right.
So he kind of nicked me from Fashion.
How much he signed you for?
Oh gosh. Is it 10 grand?
Okay.
Yeah, 10 grand for a single.
That's good money.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. I'm grabbed that 10 grand. I said, what? So
he signed you 10 grand for one song?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. And what happened, I had to get back though. All right. Okay, what happened? Right. Westwood's not easy, right? What happened? He signed me and I done a song called Them No Wicked.
Right.
And I'm like, them not wicked, and then wicked, they're not wicked, wicked, some kind of wicked. All right, done that tune for Westwood now. He's working with that tune. It didn't do all that well. I think that came through on Circa, Virgin.
Right.
All right, didn't do all that well, me and Westwood. we didn't really gel.
Right.
I don't know what happened. I done the tune for him, got my money, and we done the tune. It didn't really do what it was supposed to do, and it kind of went quiet, the relationship. I said, cool, all right. Then I got another offer of a deal from London Records, a gentleman called Pete Tong.
Oh, Pete Tong's legendary.
Right. And I had a manager at that time called Erskine Thompson, Erskine used to liaise with fashion and keep his ear to the streets. And fashion said, well, this one looks like he's going to go. So Erskine was managing Chakademus and Pliers and Maxi Priest at those times. So Erskine and Loose Ends, a big R&B group. And so Erskine took me under his wing. So when Erskine took me under his wing now, he was developing me to get a deal with London Records. Now, I was signed to Tim Westwood at that point. So to get out of the deal with Tim Westwood, I had to give him back the 10 grand.
Right.
I had to give him back the 10 grand.
But that makes sense though. No, but hold on. If he signed you for a single, you've done the single. You're out of it.
Yeah, no, I think it was a bit more than that. Because what he was saying was that he wanted to do more. He had plans within this 10 grand. We were going to go New York. We were going to work with that. He had all this. He didn't have no plan for me.
Right.
He didn't. I don't know what. I don't know. I didn't hear nothing about no plan. But anyway.
Right.
All right. But anyway, apparently he had this. We were going to do this. We were going to do that.
So you had to give him the 10 back.
I gave him back the 10 grand because I'd gone to London now.
But did you get the 10 from London and say?
Yeah, I got more. I got a lump sum.
How much did you get from London?
Oh man, that wasn't even,
allegedly.
When I hear other people's deals now, I'm like, man, that was about 30 grand.
That's still good though.
Them
Come
time,
on, bro.
there's about 30 grand.
It's amazing, bro.
Yeah, after again in the 10, I still had 30. 27. After I met 27 grand or something.
Right, still good.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was with London Records now, right?
Yeah.
So
And what's this, an album? What is this?
Yeah, this was an album. No, they'd revamped my old album for fashion, Wicked General, and they revamped it. I put a few new tracks on it,
right?
And then they called it Wickedness Increase. Repackaged it, and they sent me to New York to work with a guy called Sting. And he's Shaggy's manager, Shaggy's producer. His name's Sting.
Right.
So when I went to New York to work, and Shaggy was my driver. When I went to the airport, Shaggy picked me up in his BMW, Shaggy, and his manager, Robert Livingstone, and took me to my Renaissance Hotel down in Manhattan there. And then we stayed in a posh hotel and everything, you know what I mean?
Mad, yeah.
Yeah, this London, I'm thinking, boy, this London Records are good.
And Shaggy's not Shaggy at those times?
No, Shaggy had one tune, he had the Carolina.
Oh, Carolina, it's a big tune though.
Yeah, but he was very humble about it. It's like he wasn't because he took me to his school, he took me to his old school that he used to go to, he had a reunion.
Right.
And he was chatting another tune called Virgin, that was his big tune, he had a tune called something like Virgin or something. And he took me to his old school and we went to the reunion and I picked up the mic, I was murking it on the mic and everything, and he had a reunion thing, and then we went to a club, catch out some gallant thing, and he took me to this club in New York, and we went out, and I was happy, fam. I had money in my pocket, I got a deal, I was rolling with, and that time I knew Shaggy was big, but that time it wasn't like big,
Yeah.
but he
because Carolina did his thing over there.
Yeah, he did his thing, but we still had to wait in the queue to go in the club.
Okay.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the fuck? But then you're Shaggy, but then in the queue, fam.
Okay. Humble. I love that.
He was humble. Anyway, so this is how long ago it was, because that would never happen now.
Yeah, never.
Never. But anyway, and he tried to dab up my money, man, because I had my money until he take me all this posh shop, Macy's and all this kind of stuff. I said, I want to go to the hood. I want to go Coliseum down Queens.
Yeah.
And he's taking me all these expensive
Making
things.
you spend out your 27.
Down out my money, fam. And I said, anyway, we worked out anyway. Went to Long Island, went to a Philip Smart studio and linked up with Sting, and we did a remake of a track by Toots and the Maytals called Monkey Man. Right. I see no sign of you, I only heard of you, hugging up the big monkey man, aye. And then I had my singer Junior Dan, but he wasn't in New York with us, we already had his vocal. Yeah. And we done that tune with Sting then. And Shaggy, and they took a lot of money off of London for that remix, because that time Shaggy had the Carolina art,
right?
And London Records were looking for something similar. They were going to try and launch me under a kind of Shaggy kind of vibe, and I never was happy with that market, because I'm not a Shaggy kind of artist. Right. He's more of a laid back. I'm a more out, you know what I mean, energy thing. So anyway, I went along with the story. I went along with the narrative, and when we did the track, it came out. Monkey Man, and it flopped.
Right.
This is for London Records. It flopped, and it came at number 50 something. So that's when it kind of.
Is that poor marketing, or the song just wasn't there?
I think it was poor marketing as well. And the song, I don't think the song, we were chasing something that had already been done.
Right.
All right. They were trying to jump off the Carolina kind of vibe. And it didn't work.
Right.
All right. We did a video for it and everything. Came out, Monkey Man, me and Junior Dan, and I brought my singer from back in the day, bring him onto this run-ins, and the song didn't work. 52 or something in the charts. And then when I went into London Records the next week, everybody's head was down. The week before, I was the man. The week before, the ladies was like, "Hey, hi, General." And the week when it flopped, that's how I know. I said, "Boy,
it's funny how things change."
Hey, you know, them traitors, them secretaries, man. I thought they liked me, man.
Right.
Anyway, it flopped 50 something in the charts. It was very depressing for me embarrassing for me because I had a major deal. Not many people.
This is your first major song, yeah.
Yeah, and it was embarrassing because everybody else usually gets a banger with their first major. So it was a bit embarrassing for me, and then I got a kind of depression. I got depressed. Yeah, I got very depressed. I went into like everything was running slow. London weren't looking for me. The phone stopped ringing.
So did they drop you or just?
I was in
limbo.
In limbo. We were doing an album at the time.
Right.
So I was working on this album.
So it's on pause.
Yeah, it was working. No, we were still working on the album, but it was quite slow. The sessions, it was dragging.
Right.
It wasn't no enthusiasm, and we had
Right.
It wasn't, the vibes weren't there. So anyway, I carried on doing this stuff with London, and I was really going through like a hard time. Even personally, me and my missus was falling out. We did the Monkey Man, and it went to like number 50 something in the charts, and from that, I knew that, man, I was in trouble with London Records. So
Right.
the
deal, depression hit.
Yeah, well, yeah. So after all that, now I felt a bit disillusioned with the music business, because I'd been put into a machine. London Records was a big, powerful machine, and it didn't work out right. So I was wondering what can and a bit of a laughing stock, because like, how could you have such a powerful machine? But it wasn't really my fault. It's just that they didn't market me right. They marketed me as a kind of like a more of a artist, which I'm not. A Shaggy kind of artist. I'm more of a energetic kind of artist, but they didn't want to take the risk with that because they'd never really marketed an artist like that before. So I was in a bit of a disillusionment with London Records, so I went on a bit of a downer. And while I was on this kind of low point in my career,
when you say downer, what you just not active? Like, what is it? Are you really depressed?
I was
doing?
disillusioned. I thought, like, what have I done? I've got into this career, I've had this chance, and I felt like a failure because you had all this stuff put into you, like time, money, and the machine put into your thing, but they were putting it into me, but they weren't marketing me. I didn't have enough say in how I wanted to be represented.
Yeah.
I went along with the flow.
Right.
I went because my manager Erskine said, "Let's trust the process."
Trust the process.
I trusted the process. It didn't go good. It made me look like a loser.
Right.
All right. So I was a bit disillusioned with the music after I'd done the Monkey Man track, and it came out 50 something. So while I'm going through all this kind of stuff now, I was approached by I got a phone call from M-Beat.
Right.
Now M-Beat, this is 1994. So I'd gone through this process with London Records from 1993. All right, so we've reached to 1994 now, and I get a phone call from M-Beat, and M-Beat was saying that he had a beat, he wanted to link up with the General, and I met up with his dad, which is Junior Hart, and they had a concept to do a track a jungle track, and then they needed a live MC.
But is Jungle out at this moment?
Yeah.
Are you aware of Jungle and what it's doing?
All right, what's going on with Jungle for me is that I'm aware that there's a jungle music going on. I heard there's a new music going in and it's out there. But to me, it was like techno music. Yeah. I wasn't really taking it seriously because I almost want to be a reggae artist. I'm not really concentrating on the jungle. And when I was approached to do the jungle track, I took it as I'm doing a dub plate. I'm just gonna pay homage. Right. Pay homage to the scene. So that's the way I approached the whole situation. I didn't approach it as it's gonna be a track that I'll be talking about in 30 odd years later.
Right. So he brings you the beat. You don't think much.
Well, we linked up first. We did at the office. I went down to the office in Hackney, and they played me the track, And I had I had a kind of rough idea. Okay, I think I know how I'm gonna do this tune. When they played me the track, I kind of had a rough idea of what I'm gonna do with it. And then we went to the studio. They hired a studio for me to put down the proper voice.
Right.
And when I went to go and do it was a studio called Von Studio in Holloway. And I went down to the studio to voice this track. And they put on the track, and I was testing out the headphones. And then I was just like, wicked, wicked, jungle is massive, wicked, wicked. And I went into the tune, and then the tune started running. I went in on the track, started doing my thing on the track. And then at the end, I kind of said to them, yo, you ready to do the proper thing now? And I said, no, we got it. So when I was doing the test run, I'm just testing out the tune.
So that whole song is a test?
Basically, yeah. Basically, because there's a part when I go, incredible.
Right.
At that part, I thought the song had finished.
Right.
So when that part I go, Booyaka, Booyaka. And I thought the tune had done now.
Right.
And then incredible. Mr. Levy, body. So it's like, I didn't know, it was totally, it was like a one take tune.
Right.
It's like the whole tune, because I was testing out the mic. I test out the mic. So wicked. But the thing was, I didn't do the wicked, Jungle is Massive at the beginning of the song. They took that from the middle of the song.
And put it in there.
Because in the verse I was going, incredible, unstoppable, wicked, original. And they took the wicked from that bit down there and put it at the top of the tune. So wicked, Jungle is Massive, wicked. And then I come in, well, big up, all the original Jungle is Massive. That's where I originally started it from.
Are those lyrics written for that song, or are you just freestyling lyrics that you compiled from?
I wrote that song was written from my fashion days when I was signed to Fashion Records.
Right.
I did a track called Incredible General.
Right.
All right, and that's on the 1 foot skank rhythm, and that's a dancehall rhythm. So it came out originally as a dancehall track a few years before.
So the same lyrics.
The same lyric, but a little bit different, because Incredible is a mix of two lyrics.
Right.
Incredible is a mix of Incredible, General, and another song I had called Mad Them.
Right.
Mad Them. Mad the whole of them, pressure them, again and again.
Right.
Mad the whole of them, I spin them like a windmill. New talk for them, got to them a weaker.
Right.
And Incredible was incredible general, incredible, unstoppable, unbeatable, invincible.
So you just mashed them together.
Yeah, I meshed them together, because as I said, I was in the studio doing that test run in the song. The rhythm was long, so I said, I'm gonna need to mesh two lyrics together.
Right.
And that's basically what I did. I meshed two of my old lyrics together, Mad Them and Incredible, and made Incredible.
And the tempo, you're cool with it, because is it faster? The drum and bass is faster?
No, it was actually, it was the same, because it was the same on 140,
Okay.
140, 150 or something like that. And it was because the producer, Junior Hart, is a Jamaican brother still.
Right.
So, and he always had that kind of yard vibe, and then boom,
Right.
boom. So it always sounded like a heavy dancehall tune to me, that bass line. So it was quite comfortable for me to chat on that tune when I heard that track. And plus it had certain elements in it that was...
Right.
That was
I will ask for the people, what are you saying in that tune?
Well...
Because
Incredible,
because
right?
of the speed, some people can't catch it with the patois, they can't catch it.
The story of Incredible, right, was... Incredible was a song that I wrote when I was at a low point in my career. And I remember I used to go to the studio and I used to feel like the man then was like handling me like I'm done.
Right.
Yeah, the other artist then was going on like, you're done out here. It's like you've had your time now. So I was feeling like, because I remember I used to come on from the studio pissed off sometimes, but the way the man them, like, I would go in the booth and I'd be performing. And I come out the booth and every man's head was just down. Nobody wasn't really giving me no forward or nothing.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, General's had a hard...
Haters.
You haters, man, because you see my career, you see my style. Everybody know that when I do the hiccup style, it's done. It's like, no matter what's going on. So after a while, you realise that other artists, they don't really... You're not every artist's cup of tea.
Right.
Because you're taking the line like... Everybody wants to be in a man.
But are you not their cup of tea because they're just hating, basically? Because they can't get what you get at... Do you know what I'm saying? They can't get that rewind, they can't get that pull-up.
That's what I was feeling, but what they used to cling together. The man them would cling together, and none of them couldn't really test me lyrically.
Right.
They'll cling together and make me feel like I ain't shit. Make me feel like that lyrics, nah, say one, that lyrics ain't,
Right.
I would come out of the booth feeling like
deflated.
like, and there would be no response in the studio from the man them.
Right.
All right, and I'd be like, fuck, you know, man.
Well, your
right.
own man them, you know. That's mad,
well,
you know.
not even my own man them. It's this man them that's in the studio.
Industry man.
Fellow artist, industry man them, not my
yeah.
own man them. The industry artists, other artists who are doing what I'm doing.
Right.
All right. So I often feel like, man, it's like I never really got that feedback. So one time I went home feeling like that. I said, you know what? I'm incredible, man. I don't care what you lot are trying to make me feel like. I don't care what you lot are trying to make me feel like. I know I'm incredible, man.
Yeah.
And I just feel, I am the incredible general. And I'm mad the whole of them and spin them like a windmill. That means
like a windmill.
I'm gonna mad the whole of them and spin them like a windmill. All right, I'm gonna mad the whole of them and spin them like a windmill. New talk for them, and me got the skill, because it's the new talk, and I got the skill. And remember, and at that point, I was always hot on stage. Everybody knew that I go get the most stuff. I said, the dance can't nice unless my name's on the bill. I said, the dance won't be nice unless my name's on the bill. Because when the girls hear my voice, their dreams get fulfilled. Because that was real talk. All right, so all these man them's hating on me, but when we do the show, I meet the girl them I scream for. You know what I mean? You know, so that's what made me right, mad the whole of them and spin them, because I remember coming out of this booth and I see them all clinging together and all them, you know what I mean? It's like when they can't get you individually, they cling together and they all join together and make you feel like you ain't shit. And I used to feel disheartened. I'd come with some new lyrics, I'd come with new ideas, and it would be met with silence, some of my new ideas. So that's why I went home and that one day and I wrote Incredible, just to this brrrr, the whole bloody, you know what I mean? That's what I was going through, because I was feeling like the man didn't give me my dues.
So it's like an anger. You made the tune out of anger.
It was built out of anger, man. I was pissed off, man, because I'm saying, and I was feeling like none of them could test me lyrically. When we do shows and that, I was feeling like but they're trying to make me feel like I ain't shit. You know what I mean? So that's what made me write I'm Incredible. All right, and incredible, unstoppable, unbeatable, invincible, me beneficial, respected by man, and me loved by gal. From the place, me get the X there recall, because my style is original. You know what I mean? It's like, this is built up of frustration, man, from going to the studio and other artists making you feel like...
Look at that, though. How beautiful is that, bro?
Yeah, man. It came out of pain.
Booyaka, what is that?
Booyaka salute, like you say, pom pom.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just a salute. When something sounds good, you get to booyaka.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was incorporated by many artists. Use booyaka. It was just. I know it's.
Who was the first? Are you the first?
No.
Right, okay.
No.
That's what I wanted to get.
No. Because there was Robbo Ranx. There's even Johnny P.
Right.
A few people have used booyaka before me. It was something that used to be used in man used to use like pom pom.
Yeah.
All right, like brat brat. All right. So it was one of them kind of salute parts of a thing. So I just used it in the Incredible as like a kind of breakdown part, and it worked for me. It worked. The booyaka when the general pass. Booyaka and beat run the dance. Booyaka, no take back no talk. Booyaka. Incredible. Mr. Levy. Yeah.
All right. Okay, the song is done.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a hit, or you just crack on with your life? Like,
well, when I done that song, when I came out of the booth, and they said to me, yeah, come out the booth, we've got it. And I listened to the tune, I just knew that I've never heard myself sound so powerful on a track. I just thought, boy, they're in trouble with this one, man. This is I've never heard myself on such a powerful machine.
Right.
As Jungle gave me gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jungle.
There's an energy in Jungle.
Yeah, because when I was on the reggae, as I said, I'd done the track before on the dancehall track a few years ago, and it was just a mediocre dancehall track. But I noticed that when my voice went on Jungle, it was like they went together, and it just gave me a power that was incredible. So
when are you aware this song is doing bits?
Oh well, man, when I turned on the radio, all right.
Right.
Yeah.
How kind of soon after is that?
A couple of days, because Junior Hart.
Oh. It's that quick.
Junior didn't ramp. Junior Hart, all right, rest in peace, Junior. When he knew he had a banger, we mixed it, mastered it, and I would say within a week, that next Saturday,
out.
It was Commander. It wasn't out. It was Commander B.
You got Commander B. I know Commander B.
Commander B.
I know Fitzroy's brother very well.
Yeah, man, big up Fitzroy. Yes, Commander B featured it on the show, because at that time he had the
Is it a Choice FM show?
Yeah, Choice FM
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
Remember
yeah.
he had that show?
Commander B, yeah.
All right, Commander, and it used to come on Saturday nights before Jenny Francis.
Right.
Yeah? Everybody,
Right.
everybody used to tune into Commander B.
Yeah.
And so when Jungle was going on, he was already playing a few stuff. He was playing Helicopter and playing a few Jungle tunes. He was already playing one or two, but he didn't have a tune with the vocal, with a man,
the blend
from the ends on the tune.
This is the first.
So when Commander B got this one now, this is a bit different from his other Jungle tunes that he had, because he actually had man that he knew me
Right.
from years,
Yeah.
and it's a full tune and it's sounding good.
Right.
So he championed it. Commander B championed that tune, incredible. When he put that tune on that night on Choice FM, if anybody can remember, the radio melt that night there.
Right.
The man wheel up the tune about 10 times, man. The tune was and it sounded so powerful.
So it's an instant success.
Oh gosh, man, the tune done the place, man. When Commander B dropped that tune on the radio that night on Choice FM,
Right.
the radio not good again.
Right.
Radio not good again.
Right.
Radio not good again. From that time, and that's when everybody rushed in. Because next week, guess what I heard next week? Me and the Nuttah. I said, okay.
So UK Apache's been
A
here.
week later.
Okay.
A week later. Shay FX was preying what's going on, fam.
Oh, you think he heard?
I don't know, man.
I made
but-
okay.
Man, and all I know is that we had a good 2 weeks over on that radio, and everything was blessed, and all of a sudden,
Right.
I said,
Nah.
I had a good 2 weeks of just mashing up the thing, and then that tune came out and joined those two
Obviously,
tunes.
it's a biased question. I'll ask you anyway.
Yeah.
Which is the bigger tune? You're gonna obviously.
Well, I mean, I've studied it, man. I've studied it.
Right.
And I like the vibe on the Nuttah, but the Incredible's got more lyrics.
Right.
And Incredible has got original lyrics, because the Nanini War, that's comes from a thing called Anthony Red Rose. And it's a song called Under My Fat Ting.
right.
All right. If you go on your YouTube right now and put in Under My Fat Ting, Anthony Red Rose, you're gonna hear Nanini War,
Right.
Under My Fat Ting, under my fat ting, under my fat ting. So that's what it is. So that wasn't his lyrics.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So my lyrics is my lyrics. I come with the original lyric, and it's more lyrics because Nuttah's only got one verse. I don't think he's doing more than 2 verses on that.
Okay.
And Incredible's got about 4 verses.
Yeah.
All right. So and that's it. And yeah, but Nuttah, it was me and UK Patton is my good friend.
I mean,
those 2 tunes was the ones that kick off the door. And Sweet Love came soon
it's
after.
not kick off the door. You broke the hinges.
Yeah,
There is no door.
Definitely.
There is no
No,
door.
the door is gone, mate. It's a hole in the wall.
Right.
A hole in the wall. Those 2 tunes there. That when 1994 June, or was it about no, even before that, April, May, June 1994, hot summer. When them 2 tunes came out, it's all you heard in your car, all you heard on the radio was Incredible and
Original Nuttah.
and Original Nuttah.
Right.
Those 2 tunes was just ridiculous everywhere.
How is that to handle for you? I suppose this is the next level of fame for you now. This is like everybody knows this tune. You can't
Yeah.
even be out here if you don't know this tune.
I was over the moon, because remember I just came out of a little depression.
Yes.
I just come off that
This is
London
a
Records.
fuck you to all them man them that
Right, yeah, that was making me feel like I ain't shit.
Right.
All right. So when I done that tune, and also I was still signed to London Records.
Right.
So my manager Erskine called me and said, "Okay, I've heard you got this new track on the radio. Let it go. It's Jungle's only a fad." That's what Erskine said. Erskine's a big manager, and he said it's only a fad. Roll with it for now, but don't do the video.
Don't do the video.
Yeah, he
right?
said don't get too involved in it, because remember you're signed to Polygon, to London.
Right.
So and that time London was ghosting me.
Right.
They're ghosting me. So that's why I've gone off over it.
Yeah.
It's like a like a gal.
Right.
So anyway, right. So anyway, right. You know what I mean?
But are you allowed to do that though?
No, you're not allowed to do that.
Right.
So what happened now is that they had to negotiate with Rank,
Right.
with Junior, with M-Beat.
Right.
They had to make a new deal.
Right.
Do you understand? So what happened now was they had to license it.
I've been on the eBay, you know.
Yes, oh my days. Original, M-Beat and General Levy,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, and people think that was me. That's not me.
Obviously, it's not you.
Because I'm saying that's M-Beat.
M-Beat. How is that? I suppose because M-Beat's leading the charge here,
Yeah.
featuring General
Yeah,
Levy.
yeah.
I mean,
mean-
looking back at it, I would say like it's a General Levy tune, isn't it?
Well, what's happened was I think the initial way of marketing Jungle wasn't.
That's right.
They weren't.
Because Shy Effects led the charge.
They weren't going to
UK
market
Apache.
it as the artist because Jungle was originally not a vocal thing.
Right.
All right. So there was always that fight of the too much vocal. So we had to have the kind of the M beat featuring General Levy.
Right. Are you happy with that?
Of course, because.
Or are you not bothered? Because to you don't.
Well, at the time I didn't care.
Because you don't know what.
I didn't even. I still want to be a reggae artist. I'm only passing through the jungle. I still want to do my reggae thing. So I'm just breezing through this thing. So and I didn't mind that. I mean, that record goes bigger than any reggae dancehall track I'd done at that point.
Yeah,
it was everywhere. It was Tower Records everywhere. It was on radio everywhere. So I'm just happy to have something out there because, as I said, I came out of this feeling that nothing was going on for me, and to have this.
So Rank is what, the label? What?
Yeah, Rank is the record label.
Right.
It's owned by Junior Hart, and MB is Junior Hart's son, and he was the producer.
Right.
So it's a family business.
Right.
Yeah.
But it says here EMI. So do EMI take this?
No, he was signed to EMI. I think he went to EMI after that.
So how does this work with splits?
Well,
I have to ask.
I know people think, because I did an interview before I said I didn't get no money, I should have been more clear.
Did you?
I got my publishing because I wrote the track.
Right.
All right. And that's the most important thing that you're supposed to get from a track.
So you get your royalties?
Yeah, but I didn't get my mechanicals. Now the mechanicals is what you get when it sells from the record shop. Like, you know, for the physical, that's selling the record shop.
Right, nothing.
Right? I don't know about that. That's still to be...
Right.
I've never received a royalty for sales because I did it for Rank, but I was signed to London.
Right.
So the confusion, Rank would say, I'm not going to pay you. London would say, they got to pay you. Everyone's pointing the finger at everybody in the middle. So, and while that's going on, I've got a hit track. So I'm touring around the world, I'm doing everything. So I'm not really...
Right. How many of these do you think sold?
Well, BPI, I've got a gold one to pick up for that and a silver
What
one.
do you mean to pick up? You ain't gone there to pick it up?
No, it's been on the bucket
I'll
list.
go get it for you, bro.
Yeah,
What do you mean? Why are you going to get? Right, how much do you reckon it sold?
Well, I checked it.
Was this on a white label as well?
Yeah, it's sold over 500,000.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, how much is gold?
It's a lot. But
Yeah.
I'm saying even on the white label circuit, it must have sold tens of thousands of copies.
Yeah, it sold a lot.
Because this was the record.
Yeah. Now, the thing with that record, right, is that it sold so much, right? And people would say, oh, you didn't get... But you see, when you get your publishing,
Right.
those checks that I got for the publishing, I was so happy that I never seen checks like that.
Right.
For the radio play.
I don't want to intrude. Is that a 50-50 split?
No, because to be honest with
Because
you...
it's MB and you. So in theory, there's two people.
But let me tell you how the music thing goes now. Because I'd recorded the song in another studio for another label before.
They took some of it.
Yeah, I had to give them some of the publishing. But I didn't give them at first.
Right.
I was like...
But why did you give it to them?
Because at the end, because I was persuaded to.
So what is it? A third split, or is half of your split 25% gone to them?
I can't even remember, fam. But they got.
But
a split.
you know, but it's cool.
I can't remember, but they got a split out of it. And at first I was like, nah, I don't know. I didn't get it. I just said no way.
Right.
So the first 2 years I didn't get in. I kept my thing.
Right.
And then after that I gave it up because my manager told me that I'm going to be getting another record deal. And forget about it. And but I didn't get the record. I didn't get the other. He tricked me. He lied. He didn't.
Right. Let's just put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Vinyl's about £8, £9.
Yeah.
CD's about £4.
Yeah.
So let's just put a line in the middle and say, let's say £5 a sale.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't want to burn you with this.
No, man. Let me tell you something.
5 times 500,000, 2.5 million.
Yeah.
Is it safe? But it is safe to say millions of pounds. Someone has made millions of pounds.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. But you have to understand something. A lot of people say to me, "Oh my God, why are you gonna get your money? You're gonna get your money." You have to understand something, right? I got a career out of this.
Right. I was gonna go there because there's both sides of the coin.
I got a career, and as I keep on emphasizing, the real money in a record is out of publishing.
Right.
All right, because that's what I'm still getting paid for this track for. Whenever it goes into movies or syncs,
The syncs we're going to talk about.
I get big syncs off that. Right. I'm getting my 50% off the syncs, yeah.
Ballpark, I don't want to figure.
Yeah.
Roughly how much has this song made you?
Oh, man.
6 figures, easy, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Oh, my, I make money every week off this song.
Okay, half
for the
a
last
M?
33 years.
Over half a M?
more than hey,
Okay,
fam.
okay,
Hey, look for me good. Look for me good.
No, your swagger correct.
I'm
Your swagger
a
correct.
look.
I can see the Louis Vuitton
it's not even
LV skates.
No,
I can see
it's
it.
not even LV. It's the skin.
Everything glowing.
I'm good.
He's out of office permanently.
I don't miss a meal. I don't miss
I know,
a meal.
and I don't want to intrude, but I like. It makes me happy to see that. Yes, man has.
Yeah.
You've made over $1 million.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I'm way over a minute.
Okay.
I mean, look.
No.
I mean, for 33, for 30.
That makes me happy, bro.
All right,
because
thank you.
I had this preconceived idea. Unfortunately, my only reference is UK Apache, who sat here and has not. That hasn't happened for him.
Because you got to know how to be a hustler.
Right.
When you get a banger like this, you think I'm not gonna eat food off of this every week,
Yeah,
fam?
but
eating, fam. When you get a banger,
I know.
I'm from Harsden, fam.
Yes, I know.
We know the value
Yes.
of getting in the door.
Respectfully, yes, but I'm saying
Not many
if certain
people-
things were signed beforehand that you didn't know,
Yeah,
and there's two
yeah.
labels involved,
Yeah,
you can get caught
yeah.
up in that
All
mix
right,
and
all
not
right.
see nothing.
Now, the way it was, fam,
Right.
I just wanted to get my toe in the door.
Right.
All right. Once I get my toe in the door, it's done. And that's what happened. I got my toe in the door. I got my hit tune, and I've not missed a meal since.
Okay.
All right. And people can say, oh, yeah, you should have chased down. I've seen.
Chase down what though? It seems like
mechanicals,
Right,
more
right.
like, oh, for like, because there is money that I didn't get off this.
Right.
All right. Like for like say Jungle Hits albums.
The compilations.
Police that kind of money there, all right. But I can remember when I was a young artist, all right, and I was in the studio and I was voicing a track and I saw an artist that I really respected and I seen him as a really happy, blessed artist.
Yeah.
And he came in the studio one time asking about money and thing and really was vexed and thing. I want my money and and I see him going in the room with John them. It was at Fashion Records.
Right.
And I said to myself, I'm never gonna be that kind of artist, man. I'm never gonna.
But when you feel like you've been done wrong, I
I
can
know,
appreciate that's a
I
natural
know,
reaction,
I
right?
know. But I always said to myself, I'm gonna make sure that even if, because I'm in the music because I love it, you know. Especially at them time there, right?
But
I know.
people abuse the love, bro.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying. So what he was arguing about was publishing, all right? So I made sure that I get my publishing, but the mix up with this song is that there were two labels involved in it. I did a moonlighting job to go and do this tune, all right? So because I didn't want the London to get into it and delete it, which is what they did, all right?
They deleted it.
They deleted it, all right? I didn't want to rock the boat. I just wanted the tune to keep on going out there, and we got a top 10. We got number 7 or number 8 in the charts. And I know a lot of people think, oh my God, why don't you chase down the mechanicals? But let me tell you something. Where I come from, Harsden, not many people get a hit song that people sing every day, all right? And all I needed was that. I'm a hustler. If I get a song that's in people's heads, I'm on people's heads for the rest of. I'm eating from there. I eat from dub plates. I eat from shows.
I was gonna say
I eat from
shows.
publishing. I eat from well, merch is a new thing. I eat from sinks. All right, and you should ask me how much money I made from dub plates. Do you know how much dub plates I've done?
How much you made from the dub plates?
In the millions.
How did you know my next question?
In the million of
You've not
people
made
who-
millions from dub plates,
people
bro.
who. Fam, ask anybody who knows me who's got a studio.
Right.
How many times I've done dub plates?
How much
in
a
the
dub plate,
studio?
please?
Oh, £400. I do a dub plate, £400.
Right.
£400 a dub.
Right.
All right, and I've been doing dubs.
1
for like,
million divided by 400.
right.
You have,
All
but
right.
I love ya,
It's dub plates.
but I have to question it.
It's dub plates. I don't know, but all I can say is that
That's a lot of dub plates, bruv.
Fam,
That's
I
like-
mean, how many dub plates have I done of Incredible?
That's over 200,000 dub.
No. I ain't done 200,000 dub plates. No.
Huh? Yeah. What, 2,500 times
I've done-
400?
I've
It's
done-
not $1 million, bro.
No, I've done about
2,500 times 400, yeah. That don't mix, all right.
I've done about 2,000 dub plates of Incredible.
Okay.
I'd say
I love that for you.
All right, I've done about 2,000 dub plates of Incredible. This sounds all over the world. I've got Incredible. Me saying this.
This is allegedly because the taxman watches. This is all we're lying, aren't we?
Allegedly,
yeah. This
allegedly.
is all.
I mean,
We're just
dub plate-
making it up for
dub plates in
entertainment.
other countries
Yeah, we're
and,
just
you know,
entertainment purposes.
I mean,
Let's put that out there.
the dub plates of Incredible and the shows that. I've
So I
done
was going to
with
say that
Incredible.
is that obviously M-Beat doesn't get the show money because you get the show money.
Yeah.
So I suppose you got to balance it like that. You as an
Yeah.
artist, out of shows, you must have made, how much is it
Well,
PK?
MB didn't get money out of the tune as well.
Oh, he didn't.
He got skank as well. Everybody got his dad. His dad took everything.
But that's family politics, isn't it? You have to
Yeah.
deal with your pops with that.
That's
you get me?
another thing, another story.
But it's gone to the same household. If your pops has done you wrong, that's deep.
That's
bruv.
their business. That's their business.
But there's millions that have made though, innit?
yeah, I mean, I've had that song. All right, I've made a living out of one song.
Of course you have.
All right, there's people who've done albums and haven't had as much activity.
How much were shows in their peak to book the general?
Boy, that's a long story, man.
Roughly.
I mean, you remember, it's like, it depends on the size of the venue.
3 grand, 5 grand,
Yeah,
10 grand?
them region there.
But they add up and you're very busy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
up and down the
Yeah,
country.
Yeah,
The world.
Yeah, I've got 4 shows this weekend and 3 days coming up.
Yeah. But I'm talking then, in the
Yeah.
peak of this.
Since I've done this song, I've been out on the road. Like I've not been off the road for more than a month since I've done this song. Yeah, I've not been off the road
Okay.
for more than a month since I've done this song.
It's not my business, but please tell me you're spending your money wisely. You invest.
Oh man, of course, man. Of course, I've got my kids. I've brought up my children very well.
Yeah.
They haven't missed a holiday. Haven't missed a meal.
I love
All right,
that.
I've got investments.
I love that.
Me and my new partner, we've just bought some land in Brazil.
Oh,
I shouldn't-
Brazil, yeah,
I
come on.
I shouldn't have to tell people these things.
No, we love to see it
All
though.
right.
I love to see you win.
Yeah, man.
This shit
Yeah,
makes me happy.
yeah.
Do you know what it is? Do you know how many people sat here
Yeah.
and things haven't gone their way when they've got the banger? Unfortunately, they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't prosper.
As I said,
and I hear that.
You have to be a hustler. Look, first of all, all right, I love what I do. All right, so that's what it is now. I'll do it for free. All right, so
Don't
the
say
fact, so the fact that I don't do it for free is a double bonus.
Yes.
Because I'll do it. When I say I'll do it for free, I'll do it even if I wasn't busy. As a matter of fact, when I'm not busy, I do the most writing. When I haven't got any commitments, no show. Like remember lockdown? All right, I've written so much songs and so much stuff. I had no commitments, no shows. So I was doing it for free,
Yeah.
writing songs for free. So that's what I'm saying. So when you do something for free from your heart and then you're able to make a living from it, it's a blessing because I create that. I wrote that song and all my other songs, and it's kept me busy for like.
So you got the writer's credit. You're
Can you
good.
see my name on the
I
finger?
can see it.
Can you see Paul Levy?
I can see
All right,
it.
so all the people who come up to me,
It says General Levy, yeah.
Well, General Levy is Paul Levy,
Yeah.
Six Tongue Publishing. So anybody who says to me that I didn't make money, I say, look at the back of the song, because you have to understand when you do a record, the publishing is the pension.
Right.
Because when the records, because nobody doesn't buy records anymore.
Yeah.
But people still play the stuff on the radio and on jukeboxes, whatever,
yeah.
and other stuff like that, and on all adverts. And as long as I'm involved in that part, because I would be upset if I wasn't getting paid for being credited as a writer.
Yeah.
And I get credit as a writer, and I get my money that
Can you
way.
move back just a little bit?
Yeah.
Why is this not on Spotify?
Hey,
It
what
is under
that?
the compilations, but it's
I
not.
tell you what, I tell you why, it's a conspiracy, because this tune's not supposed to be here.
What do you mean?
You never hear the way I done the song. I was not supposed to.
But
be.
it is here.
All right.
It's out.
All right.
This is the
all right,
song.
All right. But it's a pinnacle. It's a kind of song that is not supposed. It's like a glitch in the matrix.
Right.
This song was not supposed to really have worked the way it's worked.
Right.
To be a cornerstone tune. It's a glitch in the matrix. There's not no other song like it. They can't copy it. They can't find a new artist to do a cover of it. It's a original, a one-away song. And I don't think they like them kind of songs that they can't control. All right.
Right.
When I say they, I mean the industry, the system. It's a song which is it's not, I've kept the song alive. All right.
Right.
I've kept this. If I wasn't on social media, going so hard and other stuff, obviously it's been in movies and stuff like that. But a lot of the momentum on the song. MB has not been doing many shows featuring this song. Kept the song. You don't see MB around. I kept the song alive, and I really believe that if I didn't keep shouting this song, it would have been forgotten a long time ago.
I'm not sure I agree. I don't think a tune like this can just die because it's out there. It's
out. It's
iconic. But then, who owns the tune now? Because if it's not on Spotify and things like that, that leads me to believe somebody's not putting it out.
Yeah, it's because remember I said Rank Records,
Right.
All right, and Junior Hart is he's passed away, so
Right.
it's M Beat. It's down. It would be down to M Beat, but I think M Beat is EMI.
Right.
So it's down to EMI to put it down. There's a remix out now.
Do you speak to MB?
Of course I do. It's my family that, man.
So have you not asked that question? Why is this tune not out, bro?
No, I haven't asked him. Because you know what it is, all right. It's out. It's out, but I know what you mean. It's not on Spotify.
It is under the compilations, like a Jungle Massive compilation.
Yeah.
Which
because let me tell you something. This tune get the biggest fight from the industry.
Right.
All right, and it's really hard to explain, but some songs are a problem to the industry.
Right.
All right. I mean, it's like songs. All I can say is that these songs are murka, and it's done. It's in the people's minds and it's in the people's soul and the DNA of the English music industry. But I'm not sure if the industry won't want it to be as popular as it is because they want other people to be legends and other stuff like that. So they try to kill it off quickly. They try to kill it off in for the future generations don't know about this song because it's not in Spotify and all of the new platforms because they don't want people to remember the power of street knowledge.
Right. UK Apache's been, I'm going to use him as a reference. After a certain amount of years, which I'm sure time has lapsed for you as well, you can re-record this
Yeah, I know.
and release it.
Yeah.
Is that not something you could do?
Yeah.
And then you own it. Boom, it's the re-record. Taylor Swift's done it with her music.
Yeah. You can re-record it, remaster it.
You can re-record it and bring it out as a cover.
Yeah, we did it already. We did it for an advert. I did an advert for Tango.
Yes,
and
but those are adverts. Why can't you just bring it out under your own moniker, General Levy, MB, have that, mate?
And produced by Shizzio.
I produced it. Listen, the cuts there, me, I take it, brother.
Yeah,
just give me a little intro. I'll just go Booyaka and just give me a little 5%. I'm good.
We can talk.
But I'm saying, why don't you do that now? Because you can re-record it and it's yours now.
Because.
And then also, sorry to interrupt. If someone wants to sync the tune, because Kenny Thomas was here, and basically he's re-sung the song. So now, if you want to sync the tune, you don't have to go through Rank. You can go through and take the cover version, which sounds the exact same.
I'll tell you why.
As the original.
I'll tell you why I wouldn't do that. All right, I'll tell you why. Because the people who control this business, all right, I would release it. If I did this tomorrow, redone it all and put it out there, they control the YouTube, they control the Spotify. It wouldn't get low numbers. Now, let me tell you why I know this is true. It's because somebody has done what you just said. He's redone it. What's his name? Isgwan. Isgwan is from Australia, from Melbourne.
Right.
Now, he did it, all right? And he used a mix of it and he had to go through a whole heap of paperwork, EMI and all these other people, because these people control the flow of how it's gonna look. Now, I could do this tomorrow, but when I do it tomorrow, it's not gonna. It's gonna be low sales. Everything's gonna look embarrassing, right? Because if you're not in their clique, all right, you're not in the playing the game of the industry, then you're not gonna get them numbers that you're expecting to get,
right?
All right. You have to. So my man Isgwan has done a remix. Has done a mix of this, and because he's gone through the right channels, people like Skrillex is playing it. This man's playing it. All these big DJs are playing it because. It's a click. The music industry is a click. You've got to be in there. You can't just run in there with your tune. Otherwise, everybody will be running there with a banger and be getting a hit tune tomorrow.
When it's an undeniable banger, sometimes the click can't control it.
I know. And that's why when we did it originally with MB, his dad, he had some road, he had some money, his own money to push the thing that way. And even when he did it with his strong independent money, it only went to 28. All right, and we did everything right. It was beautiful. Everything was all set. Had everything done right. But because you're not in the clique, this music industry, Sony, EMI, Universal, if you're not in that clique, you could bring out as much tunes as you want, bruv. You're not getting no joy. You're not getting no numbers because they control the ball game, the ballpark.
Right.
So that's why I can't just bring out this tune tomorrow because I'll tell you the truth. I've actually done. I did a techno mix last year with a independent label.
But that's techno. I'm talking about the same thing,
bro.
bro.
Well, the exact same on the same rhythm?
Yeah, you can
Well,
do that.
obviously with MB, if I was to do that, it would have to be between me and MB.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
50-50.
All right.
No, 45 and 10 for me. For you get me? Just,
inspiration.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to say that with these kind of, as I'm like, and when we did it originally, and he brought this tune out, pure, it only got to 28. But as soon as he signed it to Polygram,
Right.
it had the machine.
It had the machine,
to get it
the
to number
marketing.
8, the marketing. And that's why you see some great artists now bring out albums and they flop because they haven't got the machine behind them.
Correct.
And it looks embarrassing. People think, oh, you've dropped off. You haven't dropped off. It's just that you need that machine behind you. Now, if I was to be in a situation now where I had a decent machine behind me, I would definitely release this tune. But you can't bring a you know what I mean? You can't bring
a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, you can't bring a penknife to a gunfight.
Yeah.
And that's what it would be if I was to release this song
respect it.
tomorrow. You understand? Even though it would all sound good, we'd have everything done, everything like that, merch, everything would be lined up, the tour, everything. All right. The only thing is that to get into that ball game, the Spotify, the YouTube numbers, you've got to be part of this clique, and that's the problem with that. And that's why Isguan has got a new mix of that, and that's getting the numbers and it's getting the thing because he's gone through the relevant, he's ticked all the boxes, and he's got Skrillex and these people playing it. He's playing it at Coachella. He's getting paid at Coachella and that kind of stuff because he's gone through the right channels. The music business is definitely, it's a clicky thing. So that's why I would love to release that track tomorrow. Acapella. I was thinking just to release the acapella.
And let man them remix the thing. Put it on TikTok, bruv. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But then I said to myself, no, I'm not going to sell myself cheap. And then I put out the acapella and some man does some idiot mix down the road that he want to release. Some little idiot mix that don't sound good.
Yeah, but the flip side, there could be a bad boy mix.
Yeah, there could be. But then I think things not that bad. We're not that hungry. We're not that desperate. We don't need to do that.
This is 32 years old.
Yeah.
How is that the record is still here? That's a dream for every artist in this world.
Man.
Generational bangers.
I mean, if you can make a tune that it can be an individual tune that's like a one-away tune that's got its own and it stands up the test of time, then you've got a banger. I mean, if everywhere I go, we sing the people ask me to sing this song for the last 30 years, and also Ali G was in the Ali G movie.
I'm coming to that.
Yeah, and all that.
It's in my list.
Right. The tune was the first jungle tune to go into the charts, the national charts.
So it
made history.
So you took jungle to the mainstream.
Yeah, it was the first jungle tune to chart. Even if you watch the Top of the Pops, the man says it's the first jungle song on Top of the Pops. It's not, if you he says something like that.
All right, hold on. So your manager says don't do the video.
Yeah.
Hater. Why are you saying that?
Because
as you're talking, I'm gonna play the video in the background just for the audience. Right, go on.
Yeah, I mean, he asked me not to do the video because I was signed to London and he wanted me to stay on my deal. They were gonna develop me,
right?
And had a plan for me. So stay away from all this street music and all this fad music and stick to the plan of what we're developing you. But I didn't trust it.
So why'd you do the video then? M Beat said it's time to do the video, or
the tune was banging. The tune was everywhere, man. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Right. I wanted a tune that was gonna be everywhere. Big up Maxine in the video.
How long has it been since you've seen this video?
It's been a while, man.
Okay.
It's been a while.
What kind of memories come back when you see this?
You know what, fam? I don't really watch my stuff that much.
I hear that.
I don't really watch my stuff,
but we're watching it now. But what memories?
I remember making the video, and I remember Lorna, big up Lorna, and the video, Maxine there, and I just came back from New York. I was wearing my Rolex chain, and all that gold I just got from New York. I just came from America. Whose
kind of idea is this video? Is it just vibes?
It's just
because in those days videos were hard to make, bro.
Yeah,
they weren't easy,
bro.
Well,
it was just a thing like they told me to turn up and sit in the car
and just do your thing.
And do your thing, man. I think that was keep it simple.
Yeah.
I remember all these kids, all right, was there. They were real jungle heads, man. Not these kids there. There's other people around it. They were real jungle fans. It's like it was the beginning of something new for jungle.
I haven't seen this video for decades, and I'm looking at it thinking, this man had the game in a chokehold, bro.
Yeah,
but there was no one. Do you remember the box TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See,
I'm pretty sure it was 970. I don't.
Yes,
Was it 970?
Yes, Cha-cha bless me,
But
boy,
was it?
yeah.
Was it?
Something like that,
Bruv,
yeah.
That's in my head
Yeah.
from those times.
Yeah.
The amount of times it would just come up. The box was like
Yeah.
you ring up and you put in the number on the phone,
Yeah.
and that's all you would ever see, bro.
It was
It's like,
iconic.
bro, you was getting free promo.
Yeah.
But it's like this was
it-
the only song on there, bro.
Fam, it was like, because it was the first, like, you see Junior and Rank, they put the song to, the first time people actually fully producing a jungle track
Right.
with a vocal on it, because before that they were using a lot of samples.
Yes.
They were using Jamaican samples
Yeah,
and that
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of stuff,
yeah.
or Jamaican MCs. So it was the first time that somebody had presented a 4.5 minute song full of vocal, fully produced, mastered, and just fully, you know, it was the first presentation of a song that had been fully an artist. It was the introduction of a jungle artist.
Yeah.
On the mic. So that's what it was. It was the first of its kind.
That brother's in an
time.
Arsenal top, and Arsenal just won the league.
Yes.
32 years later, man, they won the league.
Boy, better late than never, you know.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
Okay, so when they signed this over to EMI,
Yeah.
what does that deal look like? Do you see any of that, or is that just him just doing it?
No, I didn't see.
You don't get a signing fee?
No.
Okay,
no,
why
no,
not?
no,
Some would
no,
say that's
no.
not right.
Because what's going on here now is that I remember I'm moonlighting. I'm not supposed to be doing this move. All right, so MB eventually London decided to take the song because the momentum was so strong. They decided to they licensed it. They took a license in. They licensed it from Rank and repackaged it and put a few different mixes on it.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the original.
Rhino mix?
No, this is the original.
I've got the original thing. Like, hands off my team. you get me?
Yeah. So they repackaged that.
Right.
All right. After that came out, they repackaged it and they put some other like kind of more commercial mixes
Right.
on it, and then that got it into the charts. And I wasn't involved in none of that. I
Right.
wasn't involved in none
It
of
goes
that.
28.
Yeah, no, before this got to 28.
Right, that
Then
got to 28 without any major.
without no major.
Right, and then
then-
EMI comes in, has a sniff.
London came in. London
right,
came
and
in.
said, right, we're going to package
yeah,
this.
they had a sniff.
They had a sniff around and
Yeah,
said,
something
right,
smells good. There's something
there's
cooking.
some money over there.
Yeah.
Is the video done by then?
Yeah, this has been done. This
Okay,
is,
right.
they're done. And then I did another video, 2 videos. I
Okay.
did another video.
Right.
But this is the one that people remember, but there is another video.
Right. It's like a snowball effect.
Yeah, I mean, by then I was going through some kind of controversial moments because there was a rumor that I said that I had invented jungle.
Right, I was
created
going to
jungle.
come to that.
Yeah, all right. So this kind of mad rumor come out that I was said that I was the creator. We don't talk like
Right,
that.
there was a magazine.
The face.
What's that, a magazine?
The Face magazine.
Right.
Uptown magazine.
So someone interviews you,
Yeah.
and you allegedly say, I'm the face of jungle.
No, I created it.
You created it? Okay.
What a fucking stupid
But
thing to
it-
say. Who would say that?
Right, and then they print that,
They printed that.
and it just goes down like a lead.
Because what happened, all right, was we had a concert.
Mm.
And in the concert, I said in front of all these people, UK has found our groove. We found our music.
Mm.
America has got hip hop. Jamaica has got reggae.
Reggae,
Trinidad say it's got calypso and soca. And England, we've created something here. We've
Yeah.
created our own music.
Right.
I said that in front of 2,000 people. We've created our own music.
Yeah.
But when they put it into print and someone's sitting in their house, I've created the we turned into an I.
Right.
Or could it even stay as the we?
Okay.
But people are not reading it knowing that I'm speaking to 2,000 people.
Right.
They're reading it in their magazine and I'm speaking to the guy saying we created.
I created jungle.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
So people have been taken out of a perspective. Basically, it was said in a way of in front of people. We were all together, and I'm feeling like euphoric that we've actually found our music. We've actually created our own music. We don't need to rely on reggae.
Right.
We don't need to rely on hip hop no more.
That don't sound so bad.
All right, but they turned it around to a way to say that he said he created this, and I don't even play a guitar. I don't even play a keyboard. I couldn't even turn on a
Right.
flipping drum machine.
But respectfully, you are the face of jungle.
Yeah, I am the face of jungle. But I mean, what it was, all right, to really break it down, I think they probably people knew that it was being misconstrued.
Right.
They jumped on it because they didn't want this face to be the face of Jungle, because Jungle had already been was like electronic music and that kind of stuff like that. And I guess maybe some people didn't want this face to be, because I'm a reggae man. I come from the reggae scene, come out of nowhere, jump on the music, and all of a sudden I've got the biggest jungle song. And there are people who have been doing jungle for years and nobody didn't even knew who they were. So they felt a bit disheartened that this guy come out of nowhere and I'm getting all this hype.
But this is one magazine.
Yeah. But yeah.
And it really stemmed from that one magazine.
Let me tell you something, a big conspiracy to get the general out of here.
Yeah.
A big conspiracy. I mean, look, Stevie Wonder could see what was going on here, man. We came out of nowhere. The drink was a black label, Jamaican father and everything. We come out, we were too powerful. We came with something that was, so we had to be shut down in some way or another. So they had to find a way to find some excuse to say, oh, he said this. And some people knew it was rubbish, but they jumped on the bandwagon because they didn't like me from before, because they didn't want to see this happening, the jungle to go in this reggae direction, because jungle was looking like a fast reggae, reggae was looking too black. You understand? Maybe it was looking too black. So they had to kind of draw it back, and they couldn't come out with it and say, no, we don't want it to be the 6'2" black guy to be the face. They couldn't say that because there would be a riot. They had to find some excuse. Oh, he said he's the king of the jungle. He said he created jungle. And people, it's so stupid. I mean, even if someone did say that, so fucking what?
You are the king, you are the king of the jungle.
Yeah, but
from the outside in, you look like the king of the jungle. You look like the face of jungle, bro.
Yeah, but I'm not the kind of person to talk like that.
But even then, it's braggadocious. Why not? Hip hop's braggadocious. Music's braggadocious. Why can't you say that?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, what it was is just that they had to hold down this energy, family. They what they can't control. All right, they will be scared of. They'll be scared. And then after, what came after me is obvious. What all the artists that came after me is that they didn't know what they had in their hand. This was street energy. I'm coming from the streets, all right, and I'm coming with this energy, and it's like they didn't know how to market it, how to control it. So I was like the prototype to a lot of things that came after. I'm the original blueprint to man from the street getting on that mic and giving it some. I'm the original who done that.
When do you get a whiff that like people are hating on you? Like, what is it you're seeing and feeling?
When that rumor came out, I wasn't really bothered because it was stupid. I thought it was just, I'm busy, I'm doing shows and that kind of stuff. But when it began to bother me was when it began to affect my pocket, when I wasn't getting bookings and certain DJs wouldn't come on the same they wouldn't come on the same lineup as me. And then they made a committee. When they formed this committee within the jungle scene, they formed a committee to get rid of General Levy.
Right.
All right. That's when it became a kind of like...
Who's in this committee?
Boy, I can't call it.
Okay. Okay.
They in the streets though.
Are they still in this? Are they still around?
Yeah, man. Man. It's the mad thing about it.
Have you seen any of these people since?
They're on my. I take pictures with them.
But why would you take pictures with these people? They're trying to get you out of here.
Fam,
there's some committee to get you out of here. It's so weird. It seems weird to me,
all right,
bro.
I tell you what it is, all right. I tell you what it is, fam. When you know who you are, man, you don't need to fear. I don't fear none of them. Even I lead them to Jah. You know what I mean? And it's like, and to be quite honest with you, I've never really taken on who was really involved. I know I've heard one or two names fly about the place, and this man was it, this man was this man. But I've never, because if I was to take on that kind of, I'll get mad and upset and I'll do some mad things. So I've just kind of put it to the back of my head and said, let me just lead them to Jah. And I was right, because now these same people who was against me 30 years ago, they want to take a picture for me for their social media. They want to book me. They want me to be on the same thing. So I didn't have to. And a lot of them have apologized, because I went on a radio station, Cool FM, and one of the guys, his name was 50. I think he was one of the guys who had to go at me and whatever. And I couldn't tell what he said, because I never listened to nothing what the people said about me, because as a ragga man, I didn't really care about no little jungle boy, I have to say. I never took on what run up his mouth. If it wasn't a ragga man, I didn't really business. So anyway, eventually I went on Cool FM a few years ago, and the man them apologized. There's a misunderstanding. It's all come down to we were young, we were stupid.
You stirred the pot by then, didn't it?
It was the scene.
Right.
It was a new scene, and everybody was like. So you know, you have to just forgive. You know what I mean, and lead them to Jah.
Do you forgive?
Of course, I didn't remember. I didn't remember. And never even in the initial fight. The only thing that affected me was my pocket. All right, we're at my business. But me personally, no one's ever come up to me in the street, said nothing to me. No one's ever cussed me. No one's ever said nothing in my face, because then it would have been real. But, so until that's happened, there's never been real.
So it's
to
just
me.
stone cold jealousy.
Yeah, it's just
gotta be.
It's stone cold. It's stone cold jealousy, and also
Bad mind.
It's something new come out of nowhere, and they didn't know how to deal with it. Because as I said, they've apologized now. A lot of the guys in the scene, jungle scene, have said that they misunderstood the whole thing. It was all taken out of proportion, and you know they were young and naive, and everybody, you know, it was Chinese whispers and all that kind of stuff. So and I'm glad that I didn't get mad and react in certain ways, because I've always stayed busy. As long as I've stayed busy and been able to make a living, I didn't really, it's only when it began to affect my pocket, I began to get a little bit irate. But yeah.
My only point of reference is Wayne Marshall sat here, and I'm getting a similar vibe. He said a lot of people hated on the fact that G-Spot and there was almost, it sounds like there was a community there trying to get him out of there.
Yeah, he went through a similar thing.
What is it with?
It's control, fam. When you come with something
Is this
new,
a UK thing, or is this just
I never lived in another country to know, but I know other countries got their own bullshit as well. Politics. But all I know it's definitely a politics thing. It's definitely a cliquey thing. Like especially when I found with the jungle scene, we just came into it with this banger, and there was it's a cliquey thing. You got to be part of this. It's a cliquey. It's down to insecurities, and it's down to control. When they can't control you, they will try to destroy you. But they can't destroy who God bless, no man curse. All right. So therefore, and I've always known that. So no matter how man I get ripe, man, gonna wipe out. So man's getting their game together and everything. And look, time has told, because now in these days, 2026, I must be the busiest ragga MC in the country. Nobody ain't got shows or bookings like me. I've survived all of that, and I'm glad that I didn't react in a way that could have made me end up in prison and over this. But I just left it to that, and I just knew that I had the talent, I relied on my talent and my fan base and that kind of stuff. And the Most High never gave me more than I could bear. I've had a good life. I'm happy. That one song, I mean, you have to understand, this is one tune, and I've been able to make a living out of one tune, all right? And I come from Harsden, and I did Top of the Pops.
I'm coming to Top of the Pops.
I can't be sad. I come from a place where nobody's hardly done what I've done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've come from a place where you could count on your hand how many people have reached the heights that I've reached. So for that feeling alone, all right, they gave me a plaque in the street the other day in Harsden. They've got like a thing on the street where they give you these kind of, like a star.
Oh, beautiful.
Like a Hollywood star.
Yeah.
I got one of them from Harsden the other day. And it's true records like that, and what the impact that song has had. And then, you know, that's worth more than money, because it's giving me a career, it's giving me a legacy, it's giving me so much that I you know what I mean? I can't spend my time being upset with these people over stupidness. I can't spend my time. I've got too much good things going on for me to be upset by some little you know, gremlins. You know what I mean? Because I could lose all of it. I could pop off on one of them gremlins and lose all of this.
It's so true.
I've got such a good reputation out there with the public, all right? And you know, so it's blessed.
Can we talk about Top of the Pops? That was seen as the pinnacle in those days. Right, to be on that show, it's game over. There's nothing better. What was it like getting that call, yo?
Oh wow, Top of the Pops. Well, this is a moment where I internally smiled for the rest of my life. Yeah, internally, because I watched Top of the Pops as a kid, as a child, not a kid.
Everyone did. It's the only musical show out there.
And we, as the benchmark, is when you go on Top of the Pops, that means you've made it. So whenever I watch Top of the Pops, I've always, anybody that I saw on there is, you're a star.
Superstar.
Yeah, you've made it. You got through. So when I was called up to do Top of the Pops, I've done it twice, all right? I knew that from that time, the haters can't chat to me again. And because even at that time, I remember I had haters, all right? And I was thinking to myself, eat your heart out, man. You can't chat to me again.
Nice.
For when you do Top of the Pops, from when I did Top of the Pops, all right, they can't tell me nothing.
Right.
And that's basically how I felt ever since I did that. That's the benchmark. No matter what people say about me, I've done Top of the Pops.
How was it going on there? Nervous, or is it light work for you?
Well, it was actually smaller than I thought. I thought it was going to be the set. I just came off Germany. I just came out from Germany.
Yeah, that China Black Errol said that
Yeah,
when he went on there for some big thing.
Yeah, the mic wasn't even all that good and all that. It was like a club kind of club settings, and the crowd. They were like the strange kids, like these program kids. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're not normal kids. I don't know what it was, but it was all right. There was a vibe. It was a vibe. Mariah Carey was there.
Right.
All right. And Sinead O'Connor, she had a little puff upstairs.
Right.
Yeah, she came in just to me. She
Oh,
smelled
you
something.
joined her for that, yeah?
No, she smelled something in her room. She knocked on the door. It's Sinead O'Connor.
R.I.P. She passed away, she?
Yeah, she has. She
Yeah.
has. R.I.P. Sinead O'Connor. And she smelled something good in her room, so she had a buzz. She had a little toot upstairs in the room, so that was good. And then we did Top of the Pops, and it was light work. It's just it's surreal. It's surreal, you know what I mean?
But then when it airs,
Yeah,
is that
oh
a thing
my
now?
God, man.
Is your life changed in that one instant?
Fam, man, if I tell you something, fam, I thought my phone was gonna pop off, you know,
Yeah.
and it didn't.
What?
Yeah, it didn't, fam. I tell you the truth, fam. You know, people chat about this and the other. I thought, blood clot, I'm on Top of the Pops, man. My phone was gonna pop off.
Yeah.
And my phone never popped off.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's been
Why?
because I don't know. It's like, let me tell you something, fam. When you break through, it's like you think that everyone's gonna be happy for you, but some people, it's like, I don't know. I felt like I've had to. I don't know, man. I just feel like a lot of people didn't really want me to get there, fam.
Really?
Yeah, I tell you, my thing, you know, the hiccup thing and everything. You'd think that a lot of people who do what you do, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's difficult, fam. I thought when I did Top of the Pops, man, I thought everybody would be like, yeah, and that was the.
And you weren't getting that vibe on the streets or people you knew?
No, well, on the streets, yeah. Well, on the street, no. Fam, it's the reality of being a star. Sometimes people.
Wow, yeah, I'm getting real bad mind vibes.
Yeah,
there,
man.
I've
I've had a lot of people who didn't really want me to get through, man. To be quite honest with you, man, I can't lie. The fans have been there for me. My fans love me.
Yeah,
all right. And
people power.
That's what kept me alive. Especially with the strength of social media and this meeting people and people, you know what I mean. And I've just been able to be a normal person. But I mean, there's been. You would be surprised, man. You'd be surprised how much little support you get from people who you think that would support you. Yeah, the people who I think would support me, and great things have happened for me, have not been there.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Is it quite lonely then at the top?
Nah, I've never been lonely, mate. I've always been able to entertain myself. I like being
No, but you know what I mean. That saying is lonely.
I like me with peace and quiet.
Me have me money, make it be good.
You know what I mean? Me have my girl, me have my money, and me have my herb, and me have my fan base, and me have God. All right, me have God Almighty, man. So I've never been able to.
But what about for your parents, your mum seeing you on Top of the Pops? That must have been beautiful.
My mum's proud and everything, the family, but you know they're all. That's standard, you know, that has to be there. But it's just that for the amount of people that I know,
right,
school days, 9 to 5
and
clubbing,
no one ain't patting your back.
All right, and you know, I mean, obviously I get it now. All right, I get it more now than I did then.
Yeah.
All right, I get it more then than I did now, but. I used to walk down the street and people still treat me like in the Nuttah now, go on. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have to tell you the truth. I could lie, you know.
No,
I tell you buddies like that, but I tell you,
interesting.
No, fam.
For how gargantuan that tune is.
But it's kept me humble though.
Okay.
It's kept me humble.
Right, so
man.
your ego's in check then, I suppose.
It's had to be.
Right.
It's had to be because I've been around people who say, oh, yeah, General Degree, or General Trees, or Sweetie Irie, and they know who I am. You know, people play my games. And often it's in your own community as well. Often it's your own community. Wow. You know what I mean? Because, for instance, it's a jungle song. It's not a reggae song. So you get people in the reggae fraternity who will never see me as having a hit because it's not a reggae tune.
Right.
All right? So you get that angle there. But
how is that for you as a reggae artist? Because reggae was your first love.
Reggae, initially I wanted to just get a reggae hit, but then realising that coming from England, there's only so far you're going to get as a reggae artist.
Okay.
No matter how good the song is in England, if it don't bust from Jamaica, it's never going to get that thing. So Jungle gave me a platform because when I got the awards in the reggae, all right, it was a goodbye shake. It's a goodbye shake. It's
right.
like...
When did you get that award?
1992. 3.
Right, before this.
The year before, or 2 years, 1992 and 93.
Right.
I got that. It was a goodbye shake from the reggae fraternity. All right. And it's like as if they wanted to push me over to bring through Glamour Kid and bring through other artists and
Right.
stuff as my time was over. So me coming back now with the jungle was, oh, he's still here. We couldn't get,
Can't get rid of him, yeah.
He couldn't, you know, I was supposed to done from Heat and Champagne Body and then Breeze, and I was supposed to done from that, 93.
Is General Levy a reggae artist or a jungle artist then?
Well, this is it. This is a good question. General Levy is just I'm a musician. I'm a eclectic musician. I'm a reggae artist, bona fide, because when I write a song, I write it from a reggae angle.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't write a jungle from a jungle angle. I write from a reggae angle.
Right.
You know.
I do want to get past Wicked, but just one more thing is the syncs, where it's been like it's been everywhere.
Yeah.
How is that for you when it's being used?
Look, you have to understand. It's been a long journey, and it's been up and down and up and down, and the syncs now have brought such a blessing into my life. I mean, when we got that sync in 1998, was the first sync, and that's for the Ali G movie.
Yes.
All right.
Right. Let's talk about Ali G. They asked you to put it in the video. How does it work? Did they ask you?
They had to go through Warner Brothers,
right,
and go through the record labels,
right,
all right, a rank and ask my permission as well, because
Ali G's already a household name on the TV,
yeah,
and you know there's a movie being made.
So, all right, remember in after I did Incredible 1994. We had a good time, 95, 96, and then we were going through this kind of a dark period where I was kind of blacklisted. I couldn't get any shows, had to go to Germany and stuff. So I was kind of, in that time, other stuff was coming in, other musical garage and stuff was coming in. So I was on the back burner. And then Ali G movie came out and they used the track in the movie. And that
in the intro.
In the intro, yeah.
Opening scene. Don't just say that. And it's not just this like, brother, it's not like it's in the background.
No, it was
No,
big.
sir, there's no conversation in that.
Yeah.
He sits in the car and puts on the big rhythm.
Yeah, and fam, when I was in the cinema, and I
Hold
sat
on.
that...
Sorry to interrupt. Are you aware of where the song is in this?
The beginning.
No,
the beginning.
so what? They tell you that at the start, like it's being used in the beginning, or you just don't know where
No, we didn't know where it's going to be
That's
used.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, right, we didn't know.
So you go to the cinema and just watch it like anyone
I took
else.
my kids, because that time they were young.
Right.
Tia and Monique, and they obviously been about 8 or 9.
Yeah,
all
but they're old enough to know.
All right, so I brought them to the cinema, and you know what they said? They're too young to get in there.
Right.
So I put them in the other cinema to watch another movie, and then I went into the cinema on my own to watch it.
Right.
So I'm sitting in there now, and there's loads of people in there, and that bit comes on, and everybody starts jumping up, going crazy. I remember these 2 girls start getting on their chairs and start skanking, jungle skanking, and I'm sitting there thinking, nobody in here knows who I am, all right? And that's my voice. And my voice, it sounded amazing coming through the speakers. I mean, I don't know
Dolby.
what they use.
Surround sound.
Wow.
5.1.
Jeez.
Yeah.
When I heard my voice, I've never heard my voice so clean and pure and powerful. I said, yo. And this is 1998. So I remember it came out 4 years before that. And I'd been in the doghouse for about a year or two. Because I remember 98, I was on a low. When it came out, I was actually depressed.
Right.
I was actually on a low at that. 98 was a horrible year for me.
Right.
All right. And when it came out and it zoomed me back up and put me back into the limelight, all right, I was like, it just really, like, I needed that. It was like, something else that God is real, all right? Because I really did need that kind of boost, because they'd already kind of pushed me out of the way, and they were making way for others. Jungle had gone turned to drum and bass, and then all those other people was out there, and the Incredible was like,
Garage is doing his thing.
yeah,
you know?
Garage was doing his thing. So I was out of the limelight. So when it came into that movie now, it was like, I don't know who suggested to put it in, but it was a good idea, and it really did a lot for me, and it sounded good in the movie, and it fitted it, and it just brought me back to life.
Right.
I mean, I was already bubbling, doing shows in Japan and Germany, but England had kind of closed the door to me, and they had the options. They had Garage, they had their Soul Solid crew, they had all these other people going, all these things happening. So Levy was like, that was 4 years ago.
And the amount of celebrities in that movie, bro.
Yeah.
There's bears of them, bro.
Well, this is it. I mean,
and you're the opener, man.
I mean, fam. the people would say to me, well, Ali G is corny and cheesy, but to me, I don't get it was whatever it is.
Oh, that film was done correctly.
It's a good, well produced, well directed movie,
Funny,
quality movie,
everything.
and it was funny. And man, the man used my tune, and that took me straight back up to.
Have you ever met him?
No.
You never met him?
I didn't even think about meeting him, but I remember they paid good money for that sync fee at that time in my life, right?
How much sync fee, roughly?
That was a good piece of money for that. I remember I took my kids to Disney World and all that.
How much you took? I took my 6 figures? 5?
It wasn't 6 figures.
Okay, but almost.
It wasn't
up there.
mega box.
No, but it's up there.
It was good money. It was good money. Cause remember, chop it up. I got at that time in my life, right? That brought me out of the doghouse. Put it that way.
And then also, I guess that gives you more. Do people want to hear you again? Like the shows start increasing.
All right,
That's what I'm saying.
What happened with that?
There's like a knock-on effect, right?
The sync fee was good. And also the tours. I did tours after that.
Right.
Because from that I went to all around the world. And then when I was going around the world to do these shows, they were saying you're singing Ali G. I did a show in Israel one time.
Right.
And they was like, you're singing Ali G. I said, no, it's my remember I was in Germany, they said to me, you're singing Ali G. I said, no, it's my song. So I had to reboot. That's another reason why I had to come back and reaffirm myself in as my song, because you know King Julian in that kids movie, Madagascar.
Oh yeah.
All right. You know he's singing, I like to move it.
Yeah.
I like to
The
move
Mad
it.
Stuntman.
Yeah, man. That's Mad Stuntman's tune, but a lot of people don't know that's Stuntman's tune. They think it's King Julian's tune.
Right. Yeah.
So
I was a generation, I suppose.
Yeah. So I was going through that phase of you're singing Ali G, and I was like, no, that's my song. So
Ali G singing me, man.
Yeah. So I had to go back on the road, and that's what made me really start to push the tune more to say I'm taking back my tune, man. They're not taking my tune, Ali G. It's my tune, and that's what made me go hard on the tune. Too far.
Side note: I see you do the remake with the Ali G lookalike. That was sick.
Yes.
That was really done well.
That was for Reggae Land.
Yeah.
They want us to do a revamp version. And I think his name's Danny B. He's the number one Ali G impersonator.
He's really good. I've spoken to him a few times, but like that was done.
It was professional.
To perfection.
It was beautiful.
The song's used in, what else has it been used in?
Incredible.
Because your voice has been used in Apple adverts.
Yeah,
but it's a
Apple.
different song. He's been.
No. The Apple advert. That's a new song called "Give Thanks."
But that's what I mean. The fact that,
Right.
do you know what I mean? Like,
I've done that with Young Franco.
yeah. But I'm saying your voice has been synced a lot.
Yeah, I've done a whole lot. Some I remember with the
Apple, Tango.
There's a few Honda.
The
Honda one was wicked when they used
What did
Incredible.
they use? Incredible.
They used Incredible. The Honda advert was amazing.
Bro.
All right.
Sync money.
Yeah. All
Lad.
right. Some of these things I can't even remember some of them. It's in some movies and stuff like that. But that is good. That's what I'm saying. When people chat about, you make money off songs, you make money of publishing, and that comes through sync is publishing. Anything that you write, you're supposed to eat food.
But it's like the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it?
Fam, it's a blessing. One tune, one knockout punch, fam. That's it. That's light work. I mean, some people do albums, and people still forget them.
Do you know?
I've got one banger, official banger, that alone.
Do you know Kyla sat here and Drake sampled her for one dance, innit?
Yeah.
And she's made millions of it. Just
say.
the one, like.
It's how you use the bringing. I mean, because I just needed to get one tune, and I'll work that tune for the rest of my life.
Right.
I've got other tunes that are better than Incredible. I think are better than Incredible, but they probably won't get the same machine. Because remember, it's the same thing you're talking about. Why did you just do Incredible? It's not as easy as that. It's about the machine that's behind you.
Right.
All right. And Incredible was lucky enough to come at the right time. That Jungle had just come out. It was the excitement on Jungle. There was people wanted to invest in Jungle, so all the stars were aligned. So that is a very important moment. The timing's got to be right.
Correct.
To release a track.
So some will say, why is there no follow-up? Why have you not made a song as good as that? Is it because that song is just too big? It's its own animal.
I think, as I said, it came out at a certain time.
Right.
The time Jungle was a new music. There was a big excitement about Jungle. M-Beat was a hot producer at the time. I had a label behind me that was putting me out there. I was doing a lot of commercial stuff. I was on TV quite a lot. and I was doing, so I had a profile, I'm trying to say. I had a good profile at that time. And M-Beat was a new producer. Jungle was hot at the time, hot summer. The box just came out, the box.
The channel,
yeah, MTV Base. So there was new outlets. So everything kind of synced at the right time. All right, so incredible. The box, high profile artist, great producer, new music. It all came at the same time. Hot summer. You need a hot summer as well. All that at the same. Once you got that ingredients together, you can get a banger.
What's been your best PA? Because I've seen you from videos from you just shelling down festivals from Hackney to God knows where, like you just shelling it down, and it's just full shutdown.
I think the first time I sung Incredible live was the best time. I've never seen a crowd go so crazy. It was in Brockwell Park,
Right.
And it was June 1994, and it was on Commander B set, and I touched down in Brockwell Park, 1994. I think I sent you the footage.
Yes, yeah, I've got that. We're gonna.
And when I touched down in Brockwell Park, and that's the first time I sung the song live. The song had been out for about 2 weeks, playing hard on the radio, so people knew what was going on. And then the man's here now, and I turned up and I dropped that tune in Brockwell Park. That I've never had such an ecstatic experience from a feedback from it. It was like a rock concert. The security was under pressure, and it was just a beautiful audience, man. Black audience. It was that time Jungle was when it first come out, you know. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful to see that the young generation, and it was just beautiful to see. And that was the energy that can't be matched. The first time, the first cut is the deepest.
And then afterwards, like, why do you not go into garage and grime and those type of? You don't follow the trend.
I was after that person said that I said all this. A lot of people jumped on the bandwagon because. I think I was they tried to arrest my development. The scene, the industry. I was a very, very able artist, man.
Yeah.
I was very popular, man. I was a big artist in the 90s, and there wasn't much that could really. I was an award-winning artist, man. I was a danger to a lot of people. So I think that I was actually blocked out of the industry. Right. I think I was actually blocked. I couldn't get a deal. I couldn't even get arrested, man, after 1998. It was ridiculous.
But you said you got into like depression after that as well.
Yeah, this is these times. This is these times. This is what I'm saying. It was around these times because around 98 is when the allergy thing came out. So around 96, 98, 97, all right, it was difficult for me, man, because you couldn't get booked. I had this reputation. And then it just and that time the scene, the jungle scene, the DJs, they were popular. They were popping. They had power. If they said, look, if Daniel Levy's on the bill, I'm not. You know what I mean?
That's mad blacklisting.
So promoters didn't want to. They didn't want to book me. They were scared to book me. So I was getting all sorts of silly. I was getting Sharon and Tracy gigs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Them kind of clubs. Excalibur.
Right.
And them kind of clubs there. You know.
Luminar Leisure and
Luminar Leisure. Yeah, I remember Luminar. They used to hire me a lot.
Yeah.
I was doing these kind of cheesy clubs. So I was still making money, you know, because the tune was a real banger, but I wasn't getting the right kind of phone calls.
So did you stop making music? Did you feel like I want to quit?
I went on tour. I used to go to Germany. I've never, as I said, I've always been doing music every day, all right. And I was to go on tour and stuff. Spend a lot of time meditating, all in the meds. What got me out of the depression was going to the gym, all right. Because and you know, I had a few. I've always had girls around me, women as well. A few girls that I can't lie, man. Women have helped me to get through some situations as well, that would empathize with me and stuff like that. But the main thing I had to get myself out of it was not being a girlist, go to the gym. Right. You know what I mean? Because that's how some man get out of depression, you know. That's how one that girl every minute, madness. We've done all that. That didn't solve it. Right. Going to the gym. Done it for me, getting myself together, eating the right food.
And Ali G money.
All right, that came through. And this day, when I started to go to the gym and started to kind of get myself together, I'm feeling good in myself. That's what, getting my endorphins running and stuff like that. Because there was a time when I stayed in my house for nearly a year, fam. Right. When it was just nearly out of depression because You couldn't go nowhere because everyone knew who you were, but you didn't have the budget. All right, so it's like there's a lot of stuff, man. You put under pressure.
But in it mad, if Ali G didn't come out, you may not have.
No, I might not have
mean?
made it back, man. Because I was thinking about going to college and starting a whole different career and stuff. Because they blocked me out of the business. They blocked me out. I mean, Ali G gave me gas, but they didn't last. That was 1998.
But it propelled you again, innit?
It propelled.
It was like a big fuck you to them.
Yeah,
man,
it gave me a gas until the birth of social media.
Right.
And that's when I was able to shine.
You was nice.
I was able to say hello to the world, and the world said hello back.
And they all said, yeah, he's a G.
Is it you? It was like,
It's
first,
you.
is it you? MySpace. When I went on MySpace, this is 2006. I'm skipping from 1998. From 1998, 2006.
What do you do in that period? Let's just
gosh,
bridge
man.
that gap. Are you just trying to get by, trying to drop tunes?
Trying to get by.
Trying to make a
doing
dent.
a few not dodgy birds, dodgy moves
Right.
and dodgy birds.
Right.
But no, I was good. I was trying to experiment and doing trying to do garage.
Trying to get in where you fit in.
Yeah, some people gave me some garage stuff, but there was a big cloud over me, fam. They really blocked me out of the thing, fam. So I had to do a lot of live work. I've always been doing live work.
Side note, as an Asian boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this kind of stuff came along. Yeah, this kind of stuff. Yeah, I was doing this kind of moves.
Listen.
Yeah.
That was in the Asian scene heavy, innit, right?
Yeah.
Man had songs out.
Yeah.
Shake What Your Mama Gave Ya is...
Oh my God.
Brother.
Really, bro?
Let me tell you,
Oh,
you did
bro,
a lot,
that was,
bro.
man. Thank you, bro.
And you probably not aware because
No.
because the Asian scene was very much its own bubble.
Yeah.
So you were considered a very big artist. You get me, that guy from over there.
Yeah.
And then you come and done this tune, which was a banger, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think you realize. I don't know if you realize, bro.
Well, I was at when I done that tune there, I was in exile
Right.
from the rear, from the big scene.
But we didn't see the exile.
Well, exactly. The
we
Asians
was
always
like,
love me.
General
Yeah.
Levy.
Hey, fam, you see when it come down to people have really put this thing, the Asian people picked me up.
Right.
When nothing wasn't grinding for me, Asians said, we'll have you, we'll take you.
With open arms, bro.
And what it was, they got a deal with Warner Brothers.
Right.
And that was another food.
But let me just tell you something. Bally Jagpal is no joke, bro.
I know.
Bally Jagpal is a serious brother, serious tune.
I know.
Even better, Dr. Zeus is Dr. Dre of the Asian scene.
Yo.
Brother, you see Dr. Zeus?
Yeah.
Go check him, bro. I don't know if you're aware, bro.
I am kind of
the
aware.
Man
I know he's a big man.
is massive,
Big up Zeus, bro. They
Big up, Zeus is my brother.
Bless,
Well, let me
bless,
tell
man.
you, bro, the man's got tunes with Snoop Dogg to all these
what I
Bollywood
said,
artists.
bless.
Bro,
Oh man, they reached
brother,
out to me, man.
he's got hundreds of millions of hits.
Respect, man. Love
Zeus
that.
is an
Love that.
absolute
Love
legend. Don't get his flowers, bro. He's
Man,
one of the
bless,
biggest.
bless.
He's the biggest, bro.
Bro.
As far as I'm concerned.
Well, he's a good guy to reach out to me because, as I said, I was in the doghouse.
Right.
All right. And Zeus and Bally Jagpal, they reached out to me and said they've got this project, they've got this thing with Warner's.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to get involved in it. And I said, you know what? Right now I'm not busy. And I got involved in it, and we got that thing from Warner's. And and we did a video for it and everything like that. And boom, and then that was another. There's been parts of my career where blessings and drop. Blessings
You know, I'm
and drop.
laughing. You know the line that gassed me?
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to do it in my religion.
I know. Oh my
Gas me, bro.
God.
Listen, the only gal man I heard that. I'm not supposed to do it.
Yeah.
God.
Fine, let me tell you about that line. Let me tell you about that line.
Fucking gas.
You see that line there,
Yeah,
right?
I know my things, bro.
All right, you do. That's actually a wicked line. That line which it says,
And it's
I'm
the
not
tone.
I'm not supposed to do this. It's my religion. All right. That line was at first it was I'm not supposed to do this. I'm a Christian. All right?
Okay.
Yeah. I said now let me just change it to religion.
Yeah.
Because that was like when sometimes you'd meet girls and that, you know what I mean? The
Yeah,
girls,
no, I
and the
hear
girls
it.
would be like, no, I'm not supposed to
Like,
do
gas
this.
me,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah. That tune, all right, did
yeah.
bring me back, and that gave me a little gas
But
in the tank.
I just wanted to highlight that you're very active, even though people may see. But I don't know people that are fronting. It's like it seems like that's your whole world, but it's actually not.
No.
When you really deep it.
When I got blocked out of the mainstream kind of the market, the Asian market was there for me because they were coming up too. They had their thing.
Yeah.
They had their thing going on. So I participated in that. and that was a good looking,
But then when you look at your kind of CV, I don't think people are necessarily aware of the kind of tracks you've made, like songs with Shola Amma, Shaznay Lewis.
Yeah, Good Morning. We've got a track called Good Morning.
Do you know what I mean? Like you've done
Brucey
tune,
10 Toes.
There's
them Corrupt FM.
Corrupt FM. How does that happen? Like
these are quite recent running.
Yeah.
All right, in the past few years.
Do you think that's just like social media? People are now aware.
What's happened, right, was that after the 1998, and then you're getting the 2000s, I was definitely in the doghouse. I was not getting, it was over for me because they had Channel AKA by then and all this other stuff going on. And they had the public had options.
Yes.
They were going to the grime and the garage.
Right.
And the drum and bass. So I was over here now, but I'm on tour somewhere around the world.
Yeah.
And then that went on and up until 2006.
Right.
And then 2006 is when everything changed.
Right.
I took control of everything. I got a chance to take control, and that was by turning on my computer, making a MySpace, all right, and then saying hello to the world, and the world said hello back. When I started my MySpace in 2006, I turned it on. I made my account, and then when I woke up the next morning, I had a flood of friend requests, and then from that, I knew, I found a way. I remember I went out in the front garden, it was sunny, and I was just like, thank you, Lord, man, I can, because I'm a hustler. All I need is a one toe in the door, and I'm going to work it. And that's what happened to me with MySpace. I got 1 foot in the door.
Yeah.
All right. I got a fan base. I got fans from Australia asking me, is it really you? Fans from Japan, fans from America, all over the world, England, asking me, is this really the real General Levy? And in Germany. And then next minute I'm on the road. I'm in Italy. I'm in France. I've got so much good friends that I met through MySpace that are still my friends now. In Italy, in Sicily, Sardinia, in France, Switzerland, Austria, Germany, all parts of
worldwide.
Yeah, well, Europe-wide. I had Europe in my hand. Definitely, I was very busy, and that's what happened. That's what brought me back as well after the allergy and the other little side things. The thing that really brought me back where I could take control was MySpace and social media.
Idris Elba collab. How did that happen?
Oh, that came through with Toddler T. And
Toddler T's the G, you know, he's out here, you know.
Yeah, Toddler T. The thing about that tune is that when he gave me the tune, he gave me the beat, and the beat was a simple beat. It was like a dub, like a dub beat. And then when I give him the vocal on that dub, he fixed up the whole tune, put up the thing, put it up the track, and then put them and Naomi Cohen, and Idris on it. Yeah. And when it was turned into a garage beat or something like that. So that was a bit,
But how is that? Idris Elba, you got songs with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I mean, it's and when I met Idris, he was a fan. It was like, I said, Idris, he said, General. I was like, who's
I think you got to put some respect on your name. Don't you understand the levels, bro?
Man,
I think sometimes, not in an egotistical way, just own the thing, bro. You done something, you legendary status. People draw for the legend. It's like when I see you on these features, it's like they draw for the legend, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and when I work with them, they show me that respect as well.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, I come from a place where people don't give I come from a tough thing, fam.
Yeah, but it's time now to acknowledge, perhaps.
I know. I guess I've been in the dark too long, because like when I come out into the real world and you tell me this kind of stuff, it's really good to hear this. But when I go back in the hood, there's gonna be people who look at you like you ain't shit as usual. You know what I mean?
But their word is not gospel. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's why I'm happy, because I see over that now.
Yeah.
I see over that. That doesn't affect me
anymore.
And
so you should.
That doesn't affect me anymore. But there was a time when that used to affect me, but now I know it's all mind games. Yeah. Now I know it's all mind games, and now because people like yourself and people around the world have let me know that you are somebody.
Because you're always going to get haters to comment and say stupid things.
Yeah, but if you're around the haters all the time, you begin to believe them.
But maybe you should change the
Well, that's
the
what I did.
circles.
I changed. That's what I did. That's what I'm trying to say to you. When I got into social media, and I was able to travel and meet people that were like-minded and people who respected and appreciated me, that brought me right back to being happy again and human again. But there was definitely a time when I was getting treated like you weren't shit.
Right.
All right, it's over for you, and that's why, and that's why I know it's hard for artists that have had a bit of fame and then they get derailed. I know how hard it is. By the grace of God, I was able to bounce back. All right, but I know that if I made certain wrong moves or didn't get those opportunities, I could still be there. Do you know what I mean? Because they're harsh to you. When you're blessed and you're blessed to get this fame and this success and everything, there's people that they're watching you, and as soon as you come back down, they're like, good, because they didn't think you deserved it in the first place.
Yeah.
They didn't like you before.
For real.
They didn't like me. So I've had people who didn't like me when I was poor Levy, 6'2", poor Levy, running down the street causing all this mayhem and doing my thing. And there's people I picked up a few haters. All right, that when he became General Levy, there was people like, oh, fuck that nigga. Why him?
But people say you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing it right if you ain't got haters.
Well, exactly. I mean, you need the jealousy to drive you. But you have to know how to negative and positive, they fuel each other. All right. So as I said to you, when I read Incredible, I'd faced negativity, and I went and I wrote a song called "Man, the whole of them and spin them like a windmill. New talk for them. Got to them. You got to learn how to take that negativity and turn it into positivity. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that my life has been a bed of roses. I've been places where people look at me like that they want to be sick. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I've had people do that to you.
So
You know what I mean? Because and then you turn the corner and there's people like this to you. All right. So you have to know that this is just a game of life, and it's how you deal with it. And it's definitely been a journey that I had to go through, because all the negative stuff that I've been through, the people that have tried to make me feel like it's over, or you're not talented, or people don't like you, that's made me a stronger person. That's made me a much stronger person, and I've done it on my own. I didn't have to do it with no bag of crew, no bag of man. I've had to face this on my own. You know what I mean? I've never been a person who needed validation from the man them. The man them do any man you see around me is man them who want to be around me, not because I need them around me for no security and all like that. So I've always faced all this stuff, and it's made me the man that I am now. That now I can enjoy the full joy, not enjoy, with full joy. All right, the fruits of my labor, and that's why I had to go through all of that, because now all the pieces are coming together now. And it's beautiful because I've got links in Italy, I've got family all over the world that are my friends, musical family, that when I was going through those down points, because when I was going through the points where I couldn't get a job, I couldn't get a booking in the UK, a proper booking, I had to go to places like Italy. So I had to befriend some good people in sound man them that probably if I was up there, high up on my horse, I wouldn't have associated with people in France. That's some real man. That 30 years I've known these people now, and we've grown to. I can remember when they were the young guys. Now they're married and got kids and stuff, and they've got bald hair and grey hair. And I'm like, look, I remember you. I've grown up with these guys from when we were young, and when I was linking these guys, they were like, oh my God, it's General Levy, and I'm thinking, boy. They hate me over there, man, but they love me here. You know, I'd be going to France, and they wouldn't even know that. And I couldn't even get a booking in England, but in France, they'd give me these bookings, and I'd do these shows for them, and they would say, Jesus Christ, he's talented. And then I had to. I developed my talent even more because they were more reggae-fied, and that time England was leaving the reggae. So when I was in Europe now, I was going back to some old school reggae thing that I'd grew up in. I'm back in the 80s. Yeah. So I'm doing that with them in France and in Italy and Spain and Germany. And I'm doing all this stuff. And I probably wouldn't have done that if I was getting all that love in the UK. I would have stayed in the UK and been comfortable. But I was forced and exiled to these places, and it made me develop fan bases, because when I was in Spain 2 weeks ago, as people come up to me and say to me, General, this is me and you 15 years ago. Look at the picture of me and you 15 years ago. And I'm like, geez, look at my locks, you know? And it's like, and I'm remember them days there, man, it was hard because I knew that I was coming here getting all this love. I remember I used to cry on stage in Germany. I was in Germany, I said, thank you. I mean, one time I was on stage, I remember I cried on the stage. I was like, thank you, Germany, thank you for the love, man. And they couldn't see I was crying. I was under my glasses. And I was crying, and I was crying because I wasn't getting no love in the UK at that point. And to come to Germany and have all these people being so nice to me and treating me like this. And I was saying thank you to them. And I didn't even know if they understood what I was talking about. I was just saying thank you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm singing and going through my show, and I was actually crying under my glasses because I wasn't getting no love in the UK. And then boom, it built back up. after social media.
But when you've gone through all that,
Yeah.
does it taste even more sweeter? Do you get what I'm saying?
When, after?
Now, because
Yeah,
you've been
man, it's
through
beautiful
so
now.
much. Do you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and
Because you know what the other side of the coin is.
Yeah, and I never bow. I mean, even through all of my hard times, I never turned into a junkie. I never turned into an alcoholic. I never turned into no woman hater. All right, you understand? I never do none of that. Nobody never pat me on my body and said, good show, General. The man pat me on my body. No, none of that. All right, you understand? I said, good show, General. No. All right, I've kept pure and I kept my
Integrity.
my integrity. I kept my decency about me. So now that I'm getting some appraisal, I can really enjoy it because I know that I did it. I did it my way, like Frank Sinatra. You know, I did it my way, man. And I'm glad I went through all the hardships and that kind of stuff. And you know, the most beautiful thing to me is when I did a program one time, One Extra with Mr. Jam.
Bro, I'm just gonna bring up Mr. Jam right now. But God, that's mad.
And that was a moment that brought me fully back because I'd already been doing my thing abroad.
Right.
All right. So I wasn't broke.
So the Mr. Jam 1 hour sessions become viral,
that
right?
Brought me, the Mr. Jam 1 hour.
He brought back
special.
Craig David, if you think about it, bro.
Oh, wonderful! Craig's a good guy. Craig let me into his birthday party one time when I was in my fucking my low points, and I was outside of his birthday party. Craig David.
What you doing outside his birthday party, bro?
No, me and my brethren, we said pull up, man. We pull up. You know what I mean? Let them not go on for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we hear Craig David, and me and my brethren pull up.
I love that.
And when we pull up at the thing now, the security wasn't letting us in, and Craig David goes, "This is General Levy. What's wrong with you? It's General Levy." And Craig David brought me into the dance, into the party and give me a buckle, everything, and niced me up. And that time I was in that time my thing was a bit quiet them time, because when Craig came out the garage thing, 98, 99, my thing had kind of, and I'm in the doghouse, all sorts of stuff going on. I'm not you know. So Craig David, he said, "What, General Levy?" And he brought me through. So big up Craig David and big up Mark Morrison as well, because he's another one who used to come and check me and say, "Yo, big man, we're going out." I'd be in my yard and go on and Mark Morrison and Smiley Culture, they would call me up and say, "Yo, we're going 10 rooms."
Man said 10 rooms.
Yeah,
that was the spot, you know.
And that time I'm brassing, I'm like, "Oh boy, I'm trying to know, you know. Just put on your clothes, man." And then I put on my clothes and I jump in the car with Mark Morrison and Spider Culture, and they take me go out 10 rooms, take me all type of places. And that time I'm in the wilderness and my team kind of done. I've got my, you know, I'm blacklisted, you know, and I'd be in the dances and the VIP, you know, and I'd just be chatting up gallanty because that time I'm nothing to lose. I'm not supposed to be here. You know what I mean? So I'm just I still enjoy myself more than them, fam. They get me in these clubs. You know when you're the Brock one, all right, you ain't got nothing to lose, fam. I'm just in. I'm getting the gal level. So big up Mark Morrison, man. He's a good guy. Thank you for bringing me out.
I seen Mark a couple months ago.
He's a good
man.
Mark will come from.
I need Mark on this show, bro. I can't.
He's a good guy, man. I've got nothing but love for him because that time I was definitely needed some rich friends around me, and that time nobody now to hit me up. So when you're rolling,
Mark was big.
Mark was
time,
big.
bro.
So Mark was. So there were certain celebrities that had my back, and they didn't even know me like that. But they just, I don't know if they heard that.
But that's a respect as well, bro. You understand? So you got to know that in your head, bro.
Yeah, it was a respect.
Man is respecting
Prince
you, bro.
Nazim come to my yard and boxing off my flipping chandeliers. Prince Nazim.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gave me a record deal just for nothing.
What do you mean a record deal?
He had a thing called Royal Records or something. Just because he just wanted to give me that money. You know what I mean? Prince Nazim he had
that tune that walk like a champion, champion.
He made this label, and he signed me to his thing, and I done a tune. I had a tune called Pull the Brake, or Jar the Brakes.
Right.
And he bought the song off of us.
How much you buy it for, bruv?
I can't remember. It was a decent money, like 10 grand or something.
Yeah.
He gave me a little change, you know what I mean? Because it was already me and someone else's tune, so we just took the change. It was a reggae tune.
Yeah.
And he basically bought the tune off of us. We did the paperwork, and then we went up to Sheffield and done the video. We did I don't know where that video is.
Yeah.
His brother's got it somewhere. And he just, because I'm saying that.
Which brother? Murad.
I know
Murad really well, bro.
Murad.
Bro, I can ring Murad right now, bro.
Ask him about the video. He knows about the video, man.
Bro, don't make me ring Murad right now.
Right. Yeah, man, ask him about that, man, because he wants to pursue it. He must be to go on with it now. And I'm being like, I don't know now, because I don't really need the move now. But Yeah, we did. Prince Nazim signed me to his label at one point, man.
Yeah.
Just to give me something to do.
I'm
you
gonna
know
try
what
and ring him, but that's for joke. Okay, fair enough.
So, yeah, man. I'm gonna say more. I'm ready to do the video now.
Hey, Murad. Hold on, wait there. How do I screen record this? Right, hey, I'm screen recording you. Bro. Hello.
Yeah.
There's someone that wants to ask you a question, bro.
Yo,
He
Murad.
looks fair suspect.
Draw the bricks. Jennifer come with a brand new pace. What you say, Murad?
Yeah, come on.
Draw the bricks. Jennifer come with a brand new place. Let the lyrics to them waist and them face.
That's my tune.
That's your tune, King.
Bro, he's ready for the video, you know.
We did the video. We want to release it now, innit?
I've got a video. We've got a video for it.
No. I manage him now, so you have to come through me, bro.
If Shizzio manages you, I'll give you the whole thing.
Bless, man.
You get
Done no
me?
more, right?
Listen, we are recording the show, but he just brought you up and Naz.
I have to big up you and Nas, man, for the love that you showed me back in them days there, man. Back in the dark ages, you showed me that love.
All I can say is the General is an icon, for the British artists and for the British music industry. And all I can say is I love that brother from my heart.
Bless him, love you too, man.
Honestly, it was an honor, to sign him as my first artist at the independent record label that I had at that time.
Yeah.
And you know what? The guys are done.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell him that now, bro. He's not listening to me, bro. I'm thinking
Thanks,
myself.
bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like,
Salute, man.
Real legend. Listen, we're filming. I love you. I'll call you later.
You know what? We
Go on.
yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. You know what? We never realized who the dons really are. Yeah. Until later in our life, when we realized nobody actually did it like they did it.
I respect her for that. Said that.
He's right though. He's
Yeah,
right. You
it's
know,
true.
when you look back, you realize what they did, bro.
Yeah.
I never realized that Prince Nassim was a real don until 20 years later. Nobody did what he did.
True. He was incredible, man. He was.
It's mad, isn't it?
He was. Bless up.
Listen, I'll ring you later. Side note, I see a picture of you with Michael Jackson, bro. I need to know that story, bro. Are you taking the piss, man?
It's all coming. It's all coming.
Yeah, man.
I love, big
Bless.
on, respect, love.
Salute. Bless.
Later,
Love.
later.
Big up, General.
Come
Big
on.
up Murad.
One love.
Love, man. Love to Nas as well. Big up Nas as well and the family.
Right, you see?
So I told you, I'm not telling no lie.
No, I know
Real
that,
talk,
but I
man.
just had to, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
bro? I had to
Murad.
say, but
They
you know,
showed me that love, man. They came to my house and everything and picked me up and take me out. And Murad, Prince Nazim, Mark Morrison, Smiley Culture, rest
Yeah.
in peace, Craig David. So I'm just saying, there have been moments in my career where real stars have just,
just put that over the mic. You're going,
I've really reached out and said, yes, General, and give me a strength.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what does the future hold now, though? Because where are the projects? Where's the music? I love ya, but I have to say this, it's like you come and you feature and you're gone.
Yeah.
Where's the bodies of work, bro?
Well, bodies of work. Yeah, I've got a lot of work. I've got a lot of music,
Open it
but
a bit, just a bit hot.
with me now, because there's not really much of a music industry like it used to have.
Right.
Where you could say, well, I'm going to bring out a physical album or a physical CD. From when they started to bring out all this download,
Right.
this kind of stuff, it kind of got me. I still do release music. I release music all the time. I mean, I released the music last 3 weeks ago.
Right.
All right, with my name again, Pressure Boss Pipe.
Right.
Featuring and General Leave, not featured.
You got a song with Big Narstie soon as well.
Yeah,
'cause
we've got a song. Yeah.
I see Narstie post to like a day he's got a tune or something.
Yes, man, we've got a wicked tune.
You and Decline, didn't it?
Yeah.
You see, I know the thing, bro.
All right, so I've got a few, but I didn't want to mention
Okay.
that. Okay,
I know, bro.
We can talk about
It's too
those
late,
things.
mate. Don't
All
try
right.
to hide things from
Well,
me, mate.
all right, I got a song with Big Narstie. I got a song with Killer P coming out. I've done a.
Sorry to interrupt. Again, you're doing your thing, but it's like you're the feature guy, chasing status.
True,
you got tunes with chasing status.
I do. I do the heater.
This is what I'm saying.
True.
But
You
it's
think-
like,
You think they're ready for a full body of General Levy work?
but have we ever seen one?
Yeah, I've got albums.
Right. So when was the last album?
I did an album called We Progressive. I did an EP.
When?
Oh, last EP. You know, it wasn't even that long ago. Back.
Okay.
It's terrible. Let me see. I done with John Rewa. I've got an EP, and I did a We Progressive.
Right.
I did my own album that I produced myself.
Right.
Called Spirit and Faith. But this is nothing recent. This is like a while ago.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, a while ago.
Can we expect new General Levy music?
Well, I think there's enough demand now that they can get it. They can get that.
And what genre do you stay in when you do a project?
Well, everything's gonna be,
because you can draw from anyone.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I wouldn't say it's gonna be eclectic, but it's gonna be eclectic.
Right. So what are we talking? Bit of reggae, bit of drum and bass,
bit of drum and bass. Just street music. This music that we like a bit of this and a bit of that. Right. But I would love to do a reggae album, to be honest. If I really go into it, I would like to do a reggae album, a reggae and dancehall album.
But we're in the era now where you don't need anyone. You can do that. You can bring it out yourself.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, as I said, I've done it already. I've released an album called Spirit and Faith.
Yes.
All right, but we're talking about recent projects. I've really been just doing features for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And I've been releasing a few singles here and there. And there's collaborations, because the reason why is because on the Spotify and that kind of stuff, when you collaborate, it helps you get the numbers. Yeah. On that kind of stuff there. But as I said, because they took away the vinyl and the CD stuff and everything's down.
You know, there's some people going back to that now.
Yeah, I know.
Saying, listen, if you want a record, you have to buy a vinyl. You got to buy.
I'm contemplating just doing a
limited release or special
a limited
release
like that. But I'm
I was going to say,
I'm writing books, mate.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing now.
I was going to say.
I'm actually writing books. That's what I'm doing.
My story of my incredible journey in the UK music business. Incredible. Look at that. Right. Talk to me about this. Autobiography?
Yes, man. I wrote it myself.
Right.
I wrote it myself. And
out now. Look, it's so fresh you can hear that sound.
All right. Oh. Hey, look at me and Fab Five Freddy.
Oh my God.
That's Fab Five Freddy there.
Fab Five Freddy.
I mean, there's a lot of pictures of a lot of my childhood and a lot of my career.
Right. And is this just an autobiography of your journey?
Yeah, this is my journey from incredible, from my inception in Northwest London.
Yeah.
To me, to fashion records and stuff like that. The labels, them days there.
Yeah.
Sweet Boy General back in the day.
Sweet Boy General. You know what I mean? And you're just breaking down everything, what happened?
Yeah, the stories of everything. I mean, there's chapters, all right?
Right.
And let me see the acknowledgements. I'm very proud of this book because I wrote it all myself.
Yeah.
And I was going to use a ghostwriter, but he wasn't good enough, man. He wasn't talking the story properly. He wasn't telling the story the way I wanted to tell the story. This is me back in the day.
Are you going to do an audiobook?
This is I've actually got audiobook to this already.
Yeah.
This is some old school pictures, 70s pictures. Anybody who knows about Northwest knows about the 70s, the original, me and my mum and my brother and that kind of stuff, how we used to dress, how we used to look, and where we were living at that kind of...
Is this out now?
Yeah, this is out now on Amazon.
And where can they get it? For Amazon, yeah?
Yeah, or you can get it on Shopify.
Yeah.
Hit me up on Shopify, or you can get it on my website. You can hit me up on my social media platforms.
Yeah.
But basically, it's just a summary of my career.
Yeah.
From the beginning to up to this point.
Yeah.
The incredible journey. And you're getting that's me at Bob Marley's house.
Bob Marley's
St.
house.
Anne's.
Yeah.
Yeah, St. Anne's, Jamaica.
Okay, and this is out now?
Yeah, it's out now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you got some more products? Because I remember you telling me on the phone that you got like...
not really.
No, but you got... Was it Hemp?
I got your t-shirt still.
All right, come on. I'll have that.
That's if it's...
I'm taking... No, you can sign it for me, bro. You're going to sign bare things for me today, bro.
General Levy.
You see it?
You don't smoke, do you?
Nah, but what you got?
Oh man, I got this stuff. I got
ashtrays and all that.
Yeah, ashtrays, lighters, and the General Levy lighters.
Why do we take it all, you know?
Lighters, General Levy lighters.
Oh, bro, this is heavy.
Yeah. It's when you want to build up your ting and
Yo, General Levy.
Lighters.
But where do we get this from?
On my website. You can get it on my social medias, Shopify. I got a few bits, man. I didn't even bring much, man. I should have bought some.
Why?
You know what I mean? Bits and bits. But yeah, we're active, man. I got a lot of merch. I should have bought more merch, but yeah.
What else you got?
No, I'm gonna send some to you. I didn't really. I just grabbed this stuff. From
No, but what else do you sell? So for
Oh,
people?
I got jogging tops. I got football tops. I got
Oh, this is a sick logo.
baseball caps.
Yeah.
Other t-shirts, other designs and stuff like that. So I do the logo, and I got
the lighter.
But you got to charge it. It's real.
What do you mean you've got to charge it?
You got you know the ones where you.
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
yeah, man.
So you're fully active.
Yeah, man. We're there, man. We're doing our thing. I'm really proud of some of the new stuff. I'm no good at really selling my stuff. So
What do you mean?
I haven't marketed my stuff really that well. I've just put it on my social medias, put it on my Spotify, so my website, generallevy.com.
Big up.
generallevy.com and that kind of stuff there. But yeah, it's just yeah, bless up.
No,
yeah.
Murad says big him up. He goes, oh, where's it gone? I still own that tune. I'll give it to you. We can release it. No one has heard it.
Yes, man, definitely. We've got a banger.
We're gonna feature on it.
Yeah, man, we're gonna give him 8 bars, King.
Alright, I'm gonna feature on it.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
General said that I have to feature on the tune, bro. You get
Yeah,
me?
man, on the refix.
General Levy, Shizzio collaboration. Are you
Straight,
mad, bro?
go,
Murad. Right.
2026.
Okay, so you're active then.
Definitely, fam.
Right.
Definitely.
Right, I do this thing at the end
Yeah.
where we get ChatGPT to ask you questions.
Yeah.
So it's got some questions. It's made them for you.
Alright,
We'll
alright.
answer them and then we're done.
All right, bro.
Thank you so much for your time, bro. It's
My
been
pleasure, man.
absolutely
It's been-
amazing.
yes, my
right.
pleasure.
Did the jungle scene secretly punish you for becoming too successful?
Is that ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
You're damn right. You're damn right, man. There's a lot of as I said, it's down to control, isn't it? Not all of them, but I'd say there's parts of the scene that were that look at me like a runaway train.
Right.
Yeah.
Who genuinely hated you after Incredible blew up?
Boy, everybody who was trying to be incredible. everybody who wanted to be what we were doing.
Murad. He's the Buju of England.
He's the Buju of England. Yeah.
Right. Did jealousy destroy unity in jungle music?
Oh gosh, man, ChatGPT knows the thing.
Bro.
Yeah, because jungle had a kind of happy vibe before. Remember the happy face, and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And then when people saw that they were fighting over this and fighting over that, mini wars, it broke the kind of the impression, the image of unity. Yeah, I think it did kind of implode itself. It did.
Were parts of the rave scene racist towards reggae MCs behind closed doors?
Look like ChatGPT chatting the things. Yes, man, it was the element, the reggae element was something that they wanted to. I don't think they wanted the reggae element to champion the scene.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. When people said you ruined jungle by going mainstream, did that feel like betrayal?
No, because after I went mainstream, everybody else went mainstream straight after me. All right, as soon as I went mainstream, all of them went mainstream.
It's
You know what I mean? Adam F, Goldie, all of them.
Adam F. Wow. Who were the fakest people around you once fame arrived?
Wow, that's a good question, man. The fakest people around me, man, were the fakest people around me were people that the fakest people around me were people that I thought would not be the fakest people around me. It's like the people that you don't expect to be fake around you. The fakest people around me were people that I didn't expect to be. When I went through the blackballing, all right, there were people that I thought would be more supportive of me, that I thought that would definitely be in my corner.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to take it on, but not because they didn't like me, but sometimes because they didn't want to have to take on the pressure of having to face my enemies, because my enemies might become their enemies. They didn't want no problems. So sometimes when you're going through some controversy and you've got to take on a battle, people next to you they just don't want to fight for you. They don't want to have to damage or jeopardize their safety.
I hear you. Did labels and promoters exploit black artists during the jungle era?
Yeah.
What's the biggest lie people still believe about General Levy?
What's the biggest lie? The biggest lie would be that what I was supposed to have said, that I invented jungle.
Right.
That's the silliest thing that anybody could ever still believe.
Were there artists smiling in your face whilst trying to blacklist you?
Who's the ChatGPT knows the thing, you know?
Brother,
of course, to this day, man, there's so much
mad how it
two-faced chameleons, so many people who smile in your face and don't want you to be, because at the end of the day, everybody wants to be number one. And sometimes you're just doing your best and you're achieving stuff and you don't know how much people are upset that you're achieving because they want to be achieving. So often you expose their weakness or their lack of success, but you don't even mean to. But you show them up, so they feel intimidated. I'm intimidated.
Did anybody ever threaten you physically over jungle politics?
No, man. I wish they did, man. No, I didn't. I've never been threatened physically. Not physically or verbally over the jungle politics. It's always been this word of mouth and Chinese whispers.
Look at this question. You once said, I run jungle. Do you regret saying it or do you still stand by it? Well, we've covered that.
Yeah.
That you never said it, but it's mad that chat knows about it.
Yeah, of course, because it was a big thing. I'm telling you, they tried to make me look like some arrogant, big-headed brother from Harsden coming with his reggae attitude and tried to paint this picture of me as it was character assassination, because I'm not even like that. I'm not that kind of brother to talk. I don't talk like that.
Which famous jungle figure owes you an apology?
Oh my gosh, Jesus Christ. God bless. Wow. I can't, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've had apologies from people at Cool FM and 50, who's a guy who went on tape, and he actually said a few things. I've never actually heard what he said. I've never listened to the tape, but he apologized, and I guess
little, too late, no?
Well, it was a long time. It was quite a while ago. But anyway, I feel like I'm in their business for that.
Did drugs and rave culture destroy talented people from that era?
Drugs and rave culture. Well, I don't know. It didn't. I think that. I would assume so, because the drugs can destroy anybody.
Yeah, true.
Anything to do with drugs is going to be destroying you, really.
How much money do you think you actually lost from Incredible?
Boy, there would be. I mean, at the end of the day, obviously, because I was blacklisted, so I missed out on a lot of opportunities in the scene. So I missed out on a lot of money, but then I made money as well, and I've got my health, and I'm busy now, But I lost a lot of money, couple mil.
Do you think UK music history intentionally undercredits Black British pioneers?
Yeah, I think they do that, definitely. I think they have a problem with giving it to some Black British, to giving them their flowers.
What's the darkest thing you witnessed in 90s rave culture?
Committees, people who form these committees. They form these secret committees to control the scenes. Gatekeepers.
If social media existed in 1994, would the jungle scene have cancelled you?
No, I would have been able to defend myself. If it was in 1994, I'd have been able to make my page, and then I'd been able to speak out, because I didn't have a voice.
Yeah.
I didn't have a voice until social media, which was 2006.
Murad keeps ringing me, but we'll ring him back in a minute. Where are we? What current artist reminds you of yourself before the fame and backlash?
What artist reminds me of myself? When it comes to like originality and being adventurous with style, and not trying to go a different, not to try to sound like everybody else. I like D Double.
Yeah.
Yeah, D Double, because he's an innovative,
right,
in style, and this is like that's how I was when I was a younger artist. I tried to do something different, have a little spice to put some spice to the thing.
Yeah. If you could expose one untold truth about the jungle industry right now, what would shake people up the most?
The people the people that went against me are some of your favorite DJs.
Yeah.
Some of the household names, and in the industry that was dead set against destroying my career.
30 quick fire questions and we're done. Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Best jungle anthem ever made?
Incredible.
One MC that never got enough respect?
Fire, me on the place. What's name again?
I don't know, but that big tune.
My man there, man.
I don't know his name, but
fireman.
But I know the tune. Best sound system of all time?
Saxon.
Pirate radio or modern streaming?
Pirate radio.
Reloads or wheel ups?
Wheel up.
Craziest crowd you've ever performed for?
Brockwell Park, 1994.
One city that always shows love?
Wow, there's a few, man. Salento, Bari, Italy.
Vinyl or USB?
Vinyl.
Biggest diva in music?
Biggest who?
Diva in music.
Wow, biggest diva. Wow, there's a few. Is it what, UK music or what?
Whatever you want to say,
The
bro.
biggest diva in music. Madonna.
Most underrated UK genre?
UK lovers rock.
One artist you wish you collaborated with?
Damian Marley.
Most chaotic rave you've ever seen?
Chaotic rave. Cha. Luton Carnival.
Jungle today or jungle in 1994?
Jungle in 1994.
One thing you young artists do wrong?
Put too much faith in the manager.
Funniest moment on stage?
When I got caught on fire a few years ago, you know the things, the fire thing.
Oh yeah?
One of them caught my shorts.
Brother, you gotta be careful with them
one of them
things,
caught
bro.
my shorts. When the fire team caught my shorts, me nearly burn up, but no.
Weirdest celebrity interaction?
When I met Jerry Springer.
Where you meet Jerry Springer?
We did Jerry Springer. He came here, he was doing Jerry Springer shows in England.
Right.
And I had to go on the Jerry Springer show with Richard Blackwood.
Is it?
I had a song with Richard Blackwood. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Get with the wicked. I was actually, can I get a woo woo? Kind of fellas, you know, I'll be run the show.
Yeah. So we had to do Jerry Springer show.
That's a big tune, you know.
Yeah, another one, innit? I forgot about that, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You got Richard, you know,
Richard
another icon,
Blackwood,
you know.
cool, Richard,
people have to
man.
give him his flowers.
No,
He's been here as well.
Deserves his flowers, man. A good you. He gave me a run-ins. We did the song and went to Jamaica, did the video, and then we did some TV, and then I had to meet Jerry Springer. And when I was in the studio, when I was in the dressing room with Jerry Springer, I just felt like this guy could read my mind.
Really?
Yeah, he's like he's an alien.
Final thoughts.
He's not human. Jerry Springer had it's not bad energy.
Yeah.
It's just this guy's brain was bigger than the room. It's like this guy Jerry Springer is not normal. Yeah, when I met Jerry Springer, I thought that he was just over intellectual. I don't know what it was.
Mad.
Maybe he's not human.
But big up RB though.
Big up Richard
I see
Blackwood.
Richard a lot, or here and there. I got so much love for him, man.
No, Richard's
He's so humble,
brother.
bro.
He's a humble brother.
Honestly.
And we did a great track together.
Track you're most proud of besides Incredible?
Jaja Bless.
Best dressed artist from the 90s?
Robbo Ranx.
Most dangerous part of the music industry?
Copyright.
Have you ever walked off the stage angry?
Not recently. No, not really.
One thing people misunderstand about you?
That I don't like reggae.
Loudest crowd reaction you ever got?
Reggae Land last year.
Most overrated trend in music today?
I don't really know about the new music, but the most overrated. Pop.
Did success make life easier or harder?
It made life easier.
One thing you miss about London?
One thing I miss about London. One thing I miss
about old London. Sorry, it says old London.
Oh, one thing I miss about the old London is the clubs.
Yeah, man. 10 rooms.
The original clubs, man.
10 rooms. Biggest lesson fame taught you?
The biggest lesson is don't believe the hype.
If not music, what would you be doing?
I would be a lawyer.
One word to describe the jungle era.
Sensational.
Finish this sentence. The truth about the music industry is?
The truth about the music industry is that the music industry is corrupted.
Yeah.
It's corrupt.
I hear you. Any final message, sir?
Yeah, man. Anything you do in life, don't regret anything you do in life, because everything is for a reason, and you're here in this world it's a journey, you know, and you need to know how to take the signs and how to learn from everything and enjoy the good, enjoy the good things in your life, and don't dwell on the bad times, and don't take yourself so seriously, and never underestimate the powers that you have. Don't underestimate yourself.
Mr. General Levy, sir, it has been an absolute pleasure, a delight. It's lovely to meet you and talk to you. You are an absolute icon, bro. I don't just say that, bro. Please just know that. Let me give you your flowers. You're an absolute icon, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Out here. Everybody knows you. The amount of happiness you've brought to people, you don't even know, bro. I'm just one guy, and that tune itself, the memories that come flashing back for good times in my life, you've done that to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, bro. So
it's a pleasure.
Let that stay with you. Long may you keep doing this. The book is out now.
Yes,
the merchandise, the t-shirts, the ashtrays, the lighters, and new music is coming.
New music.
I don't want to hear nothing.
Audio book. And you know what? Just because you're on me about the new music, I'm just gonna make an album, man. I'm gonna put
Please
the two together.
do, bro.
Man, I've got a lot of music, but I tend to just not really dwell on a body of I'm gonna put a body of work together for you and my fans and my supporters.
And the features that you can get as well, bro.
Yeah,
They're just phone calls, bro. Don't be too embarrassed, bro. Man will be like, what?
Nah,
bro.
I got it.
I don't think you realise. People would love to hear from you, man.
I'm gonna work on a body of music.
Yeah, man.
Just release, not single.
And when it's made, come back here. We'd love to have, you know what I mean?
Man,
more of a chat. Yeah, love and respect. You said
Thank you
that is
very
the
much.
general.
Bless.
He is incredible. We out.
Incredible.
Peace.
Bless.